What's up, man? What's up, Trevor? What's up, Carter? Hello. Hello. Wile E. Coyote. Tier number 1? I don't think we're gonna be ranking any Looney Tunes. I was never a big Looney Tunes guy. If we're being honest, it's probably a little after my time. Whoever made this playlist really likes N64 music. Alright, top video game tracks of all time. N64 to N64 game. That's a strong start, dude. That's a strong opener. I should like move my camera probably, right? Because it's like right where that stupid logo is on the screen. I didn't think the movie was that bad, really. Oh, well, I mean, I imagine if you were telling me about it. There's so many different categories of things to rank on this. And not like you even need to go into it. YouTube and streaming. Zelda is its own category. Waifus is a category. Super Smash Brothers and Super Smash Brothers Ultimate are somehow two separate categories. I wonder what like justifies being an entire category. Memes, MLB. There's more serious tier list on here, right? Like we could go in here and we could rank like an actual proper playing tier list of like a fighting game. Make like a real tier list. But that's not as fun as going in here and like ranking, you know, brands or beer or comics or Jurassic Park, dinosaurs, Digimon? Bro, I love Digimon. I love Digimon so much. Digimon Child Level, Digimon Hybrid List, Digimon Armor Evolutions List. Armor Evolutions were dumb. How about that? How about all Armor Evolutions were dumb and bad and nobody cares? Pink Panther Tier 1, Fred Flintstone Tier 1. I don't even know what we're gonna do. I don't think we're gonna be ranking individual cartoon. Well, maybe 100 Ultimate Cartoon Protagonist, 100 Cartoon Antagonist, Disney Movie Characters, Avatar: The Last Airbender Character Ranker, Cartoon Live Action 1990s to the 2010s. That sounds like one that's right up our alley. Maybe just Cartoon Network. Now this one seems more extensive. Like, how many rankings do you got going on in here? This is a good number. Have I seen most of these shows? Some of these shows are just like right on the cusp of like when I kind of stopped watching cartoons for a bit because I was a teenager. I don't really like this list actually. Like Adventure American Dad's on here. Like it's a very weird mix, I feel like. Hey, what's up, Quarter Unicorn? What's up, man? It's been a while. How you been? Post the video as cartoon rankings. Yes, not cartoon character rankings, dog. Are you gonna play another song? Or are you just gonna have like an awkward... Wow, you're just gonna have like an awkward minute-long dead space at the end of your music track. Sick stuff, playlist. You're nailing it. You're doing great. Don't let anybody tell you different. You're trying your best, and that's what's most important. I don't know if I like this one. It's like, yeah. Like, and why is That So Raven on here? In The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Whoever made this, I take issue. Cartoon hotties? That could be weird. Popular cartoons from the 80s and 2000s? How about just best cartoons? I just want like a good, like, comprehensive cartoon list. This one is not... I need more. I need like more cartoons on one ranking sheet. This is pretty good. There's a lot on here I do not know though. This one like goes too far in the other direction, right? This one like goes too far into the 80s. How many of these shows have I like actually seen? And like how many shows do I think could potentially be missing? It's like such an odd assortment of shows. And it's all like, oh man, it really puts you to the test because most of these are not even title screens. Most of these are just like pictures. What's up, Chris? How's it going today, man? All right, we should have found a good one beforehand. This one's might not be bad. We got like Pokemon, The Simpsons, The Tick. There's a lot on here that I could throw into the haven't seen category. So I want to make sure there's enough. Okay, so I see Teen Titans Go. It's like regular Teen Titans on here. You got Samurai Jack. Okay, yeah, it's right next to it. This one might be good. Let's leave that one open for now and keep looking. I also have anime and manga tier list. 100 best animes? There's no way in hell I've even seen remotely close to 100 animes. This could be like, you know, I could probably narrow this down to like the 30 animes I've seen. Oh man, and you're gonna give me this? Okay, well let me just, Yu Yu Hakusho, that's a perfect show. There's not even 100, there's not 100 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 full rows of, okay, shoot, maybe there is. Okay, that's a lot more across than I thought. I don't recognize most of these and they're so tiny. I've seen Psycho Pass. I've seen a lot of these, actually. Is that OG Alvin at the top left? Yeah, that's OG Alvin and the Chipmunks over here, dude. Animaniacs. I'm trying to think, this is a decent one. You got Beast Wars, Beetlejuice. This one might be the one we go with. There's definitely gonna be some on here that I don't know. And there's some on here that are like vaguely remember. We just need like, a good, huge cartoon tier list. Try to pick cartoon or comics that span from the 1950s to 2000s. I mean, I don't want to do anything that I'm not gonna like recognize, you know? Cartoon Network shows. I could do Cartoon Network shows, but I don't want to do Cartoon Network shows. I want to do like something more comprehensive, you know? What's up, Ditto? Digital Wave. Digital dancing. Isn't that fun? Cartoon anime moms? And then what on earth is this profile? There's a lot of moms. This is, I have a feeling this goes in a really bad direction if you go into these particular lists. We're gonna stick away from that, alright? Isn't it like almost Ash Wednesday? We can't be ranking cartoon moms on Fat Tuesday. That's a straight way to go to hell. I'm not gonna be having it. Cartoon series 75 plus shows. That might be it. King of the Hill characters, BoJack Horseman. I mean, I don't want to do like individual characters. Wow, I recognize like, okay, no, I do recognize like a good number of these shows. Okay, this might be the one. I actually recognize a really good number of these shows. Not all of them, but what the hell is wrong with Total Drama Island? I remember like watching this show like briefly, and like this is not an appropriate thumbnail for a children's TV show that aired on Cartoon Network. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm gonna say no. Am I an old like fuddy-duddy? Is that I mean, I use the word fuddy-duddy. That's certainly not a strong argument in the opposite direction. Teen Titans, Lilo and I think this is the list. I think this is the list I've recognized the most shows from. Although this little branch right here has got some in that I have no idea what they are. None of these shows, none of these have like what is it? Chalktown? No love for Chalktown or whatever, Chalkville, Chalk World. What was the name of that show? I guess if you can't remember it, you really can't argue that it deserves more love and praise, but this turns into anime ratings I will only be watching chat. I mean, it may turn into that at some point. We'll see. We'll see. Now, if anime moms was hentai moms, I'm gonna stop you right there, Chris, and just go with no. Okay, so of course we've always got to do our re-rankings here because we don't like to use the basic rankings that just come with it. So S ranking should be like just a perfect show. Like, I don't like to say perfect because like nothing's perfect. There's no such thing as like a fully perfect show. Let's just say an IMDb 10, you know. Except instead of the Internet Movie Database, it should be the Internet Wigwam Movie Review? No, Internet Wigwam, what is this, Tier List Tuesday Stream 10 out of 10. This is a perfect Internet Wigwam Tier List Tuesday Stream 10 out of 10 show. That's our top, highest level ranking. This is a damn good show. This is like a watch it if it's on. This is like a watch it if it's on. Like, you know, it's on, just leave it on, you know, kind of thing. That level of show. And then, okay, now we're getting down to C. C is like a meh. I think we're missing it. I think this should be like watch it if it's on, right? And this should be like, should be pretty good. It's like a pretty good show. This is a show that's like, okay, it's pretty good. You know, it's not like the best show, but like it's a pretty good show. And this would be like, all right, you know, I'm skimming through TV. It pops up. Digital vibe check. The vibes are solid, dog. You got like no points, man. Okay, so then this is pretty meh. This is just like straight up a bad show. And I just rank tiers by the classic Roman numerals because that's not as fun. Roman numerals aren't fun, dog. Nobody ever walked into like history indoor math class, the two places that Roman numerals may come to be a point of relevancy, and we're like, we're studying Roman numerals today! Yes! Popping off, this is the best day of class ever! Nobody does that. Alright, that's happened 0 times in the history of all of reality. So I'm gonna stick with this instead. I like to give it a little bit of that Wigwam pizzazz, you know? Okay, and then I guess we do need one more category below, which would be the I haven't seen it category. Obviously, this one should be like be gray, so that people know it's not really part of our list. Also, I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to have to, but like, shouldn't these colors be swapped? Shouldn't the top tier, like, shouldn't it be like green for good down to red for bad? Isn't that a more stereotypical and easily to understand conviction for like ranking systems and things? It feels like it should be. What shows out of here? I just want to grab some that I haven't seen at all. I've never seen the Penguins of Madagascar. That certainly came out after I was already an established adult. I never saw Wayside. I read the books. The books were amazing. I don't know what Fanboy and Chum Chum is, and I gotta say, part of me certainly doesn't want to. I've never seen an episode of Arthur. I only know him from memes. That's literally the only way I know of his entire existence. I have actually seen some Johnny Test, which, I don't know what's going on here. I think I remember seeing like this picture before, but I could not remotely tell you what the show is. Wallace and Gromit, I haven't even seen an entire movie of, so I'm gonna have to throw that in the I don't know category. Bro, Mucho Lucha's on this list. This is the right list. I've never seen Squirrel Boy. I mean, I have seen the Cleveland Show. It's a bad show. I've not seen enough Gumball, I feel like, to rank it, because I'm not gonna rank it super high, not knowing a lot about it, and I feel like that's gonna really trigger some people. I have no idea what's going on here. The Ruminals, I find them aesthetically pleasing. I mean, they could be aesthetically pleasing, but like, I don't think that I think they lack a certain level of individual personality that we could bring to this with our own individual tier list rankings. Dan versus what, I don't know. Dan versus is not a show I've even heard of. This show, I like, again, I've seen like that it exists, and that is about the capacity to which I know that show. Again, a lot of these shows are like, you know, I know that they are shows that exist, I just have never seen them. Oh my god, Tack? Jesus Christ, some of these are like such a throwback. I didn't even know they existed. Dave the Barbarian, again, firmly in the, well, I know of it category. This is a show I've always wanted to watch, but haven't ever gotten to watch. It's C5 Schoolhouse Rocks. This is definitely a tier 2 easy. Oh, I don't, you know, by the time that you type in C5, it's probably shifted 18 different places. Schoolhouse Rocks? I've seen a couple of I've never seen like an episode of Schoolhouse Rocks, but I've seen like bits and pieces of it. I never really like watched Mickey Mouse. Chalk Zone! Okay, this does have Chalk Zone. Chalk Zone's where it's at. You know, I think we need like one more category. We need to add one row above. And this should be, I don't know, this color maybe? And this is like forgettable. This is like the forgettable category, right? Like, it's not necessarily a bad show. It's not even necessarily a meh show. It's just a show that like I definitely know I had watched plenty of episodes of and totally could not recall anything specific about it. Phineas and Ferb was definitely after my time. I have no idea what these weird fish are. And I think that narrows it down to everything we have indeed seen. Let me know more about cartoons and I'm a Zoomer. I mean, are you basing that based off of all these Zoomer cartoons that I just put in this ranking right here? Because the reason I don't know most of these shows is because they were all released after I was older than the age of 12. And from the age of like 12 to I mean, really now, I guess. Like, you don't really watch many cartoons. You mostly watch cartoons as a kid. Not to say that I haven't watched a couple of, like, really good shows as an adult. Like, I mostly watched Adventure Time as an adult, you know? Certain shows, like, better than others as you get older, but, you know, I think a lot of things in these lists don't have intrinsic value for adults. To be fair, I think a lot of things in this list are also gonna end up in that category where they don't really have any intrinsic value for an adult. We're gonna go forward anyways, but like, bro, don't be like, I know more about cartoons because I'm a Zoomer and all the cartoons you put in the I haven't seen category are Zoomer cartoons. There's a reason for that. Old and Zoomer cartoons. But see, that's not, you know, maybe you do, but that's not fair. The younger you are, the more cartoons you should know about. I also know about all the cartoons that took place before I was born as well. You know, I know plenty about many 80s cartoons and old 70s cartoons, you know, old Transformers and old, you know, I've seen plenty of Looney Tunes. I just don't like it that much. You know, I've seen all the original Scooby-Doo and Scrappy-Doo. You know, I've seen plenty of old cartoons. Because when you're a kid, you watch every cartoon that they put on television, many of which are older. And then eventually you outgrow it, and you stop watching them. So being younger than me only gives you an advantage in this cartoon world. What sitcom had its own different animated cartoon in the 80s? Are you asking me like a quiz question about some incredibly specific show that you have on the top of your mind? I don't know. That's not a very weighted question. You know, if we don't get to quiz each other based on questions that we make up. Like, you don't get to make up the questions and then rank me based on questions that you made up. That doesn't prove anything. That's not how we judge things here. I need to turn this video game music down a bit. Alright, Twisted Metal for the PlayStation 1. Pretty sick theme, gotta admit. This theme song's pretty sick. Alf. I mean, cool. We could talk about the old Star Trek cartoon show that existed for one season, you know? We could talk about plenty of obscure little facts. Fucking Alf, dude. I never watched Alf. I never really wanted to watch a cartoon. Name a cartoon I probably won't know about. No, you're making this into a challenge. I have no interest in this being a challenge. I just told you, if anything, you have an advantage being younger than me. I don't know, dude. I don't think about a lot of cartoons. I'll be honest, most of these cartoons I'm seeing on this list right now is the first time that they have entered my brain in probably a decade or two. I don't claim to be a cartoon historian. All right? It's not a competition. But hangnail. That's bad. Let's rank hangnails. They're all 0 out of 10s. They're all bottom tier. They're all the worst. Actually, not all the worst. Some are worse than others. They're all terrible. One time I had like a hangnail that like I don't know. It got real bad. It like grew into my finger and like, oh, it sucked. It hurt a lot too. My finger was like swelling up. It was not fun. I know about much lost media. Look, man, as you may have known from watching my stream, I have the memory of a goldfish, alright? Asking me to recall specific information about things that I've watched is not my strong suit, you know? When I try to come up with like top ranking list, I have to look up stuff because I can't remember shit, dude. When I was doing my like top 10 indie games and top 20 games of all time, I had to start by like doing tons of like looks up of other lists and stuff and being like, oh yeah, that game should be on my list, even though I forgot it existed. Hold on, chat. I still don't know if I'm working tomorrow or not. I should probably figure that out, right? Man, sucks when you can't find the right GIF, when you specifically look for the right thing. Whatever, we'll send a different Gordon Ramsay GIF. That's fine. You know much about lost media, dog. Alright. I want to throw out some easy. So like, easy. Avatar is like as close to a perfect show as it can get. Even though I'm pretty sure this picture they're using right here is taken from one of the comics. Actually, I'm entirely sure. I think this is from the comic where Zuko tells Aang to kill him if he ever turns into his dad, and then they have a misunderstanding, and Aang thinks that maybe he's gonna have to kill Zuko, but then it turns out that the situation was more morally complicated than that, and they end up being fine. So that is what that picture is, and that is what that show is, and Avatar is a perfect show. Search up, blame it on George for Lost Media and Cartoon List. He won't make much though. He won't make much now though. What? He doesn't, you mean he doesn't make videos anymore? I'll look it up later. As always, I will remind you that I'm busy and not gonna look stuff up right now. What else is like a perfect show? You know what's not a perfect show? Is Korra. Korra is super meh. I watched all of Korra because I loved Avatar so much and was so excited for like the new, more modern steampunk setting and what they could do with these ideas. And while Korra had a couple of cool redeeming moments, you know, it was cool that they had a lesbian couple prominent at the end of the show. You know, that was progressive of them. Being progressive does not equal quality of writing and character development, unfortunately, which is where this show lacks. I think this show suffered a lot from the fact that it had like shorter season arcs, and Avatar was so great because it was a long, extensive show that was given plenty of time to tell a story and build characters. You know, Avatar is like a very concise story. You have really one core group of characters, one core goal the entirety of the show, and then you just have like 60 episodes to expand on those ideas and progress. It doesn't, you know, it covers a lot of like character growth ground versus a lot of like story and plot lines, whereas Korra is the exact opposite. Korra is constantly introducing new characters every season, new villains, new ideas, and it just, nothing ever feels well developed. Isn't gonna focus on cartoons much? I mean, look, man, I'll tell you, if you want me to watch something, your best bet is to put it in Discord. I touch, it looks like an anime, which I like, but no. I'm sorry, so you like anime, and you like cartoons, but you see what is literally the world's greatest cartoon of all time, and you're like, no, I don't want to watch that. And you're gonna come in here and tell me that you know more about cartoons? Avatar is literally the greatest cartoon of all time, alright? I may have to put it in an entirely separate tier list because it is infinitely better than any other cartoon that's ever existed. The only other cartoon that I could rank remotely close to it is Adventure Time. But Avatar is definitely first. Bro, I don't know how you, why would you not watch it, dude? Why would you like not watch it? That's crazy, man. I need like a justifiable reason why you wouldn't watch what is like universally known as a beloved best of show. You take Tom and Jerry over Avatar? Tom and Jerry is trash, dude. It's just physical violence for 15-minute stints. Oh boy, the cat hit the dog with a baseball bat. Oh, look, the mouse hit the cat with a frying pan. Oh, look, the mouse hit the cat with an ironing board and an iron, and then he got punched into a shape of the iron, and then he waddled around and music played. Tom and Jerry is a substanceless hack of a TV show. All right, Tom and Jerry is bad. It's nothing but slapstick comedy. Avatar is an epitome of, I hate that if you search for Avatar that pops up, of good writing. What happened to my music? Hello? Okay, cool. It just randomly stopped for no reason. Dude, this playlist kind of sucks. This person like didn't mix up any of their video game tracks, so it just goes from like, it sticks in the same game. We're gonna go back to the one we were listening to yesterday. One was much better. It was like shows with overly deep storylines. Okay, first of all, let's say overly deep storylines. Avatar does not have an overly deep storyline. Avatar is an expertly well written. Look, this show literally has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 9.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It has an average audience score of 99%. And you haven't even seen it, alright? Don't come in here with your trash ass Avatar opinions and you haven't even watched it. This show has a 99% audience score and a 100% critic score, alright? It was a 9.2 out of 207,000 votes. All right, this is a damn near perfect show. This show is perfect, man. It is as perfect as you can possibly get. Where'd it go? You are just, I'm so sad for you, because you're desperately missing out on one of the greatest shows of all time. Would Avatar exist without Tom and Jerry? I think yes, honestly. Maybe not in some kind of weird butterfly effect kind of way, but you know, that's like saying that, you know, a butterfly flapping its wings isn't a good cartoon either, just because the butterfly effect exists. That's other people voting? What do you even mean by that? I have an opinion. You can't, you have a terrible opinion that is totally unjustified because you have no idea what you're talking about. You've never seen it, so how can you even justify having an opinion on the matter? Everybody who's seen it says, yes, this show is basically perfect. And you as someone who hasn't seen it are like, no, that show is an overly deep storyline. You've lost all validation from your prior cartoon knowledge argument. Also, no, Tom and Jerry I don't think had any direct influence over Avatar. Tom and Jerry was not the first cartoon or even the 100th cartoon to come out in this world, and I don't think that it's that influential either. Not always on either, I'm not waiting for it to come on. I mean, who watches cartoons on TV? Watch it on Amazon or whatever, download it, dog, it's 2020. I've got good news for you, man, it's 2020, you don't have to watch cable anymore. Alright, I'm gonna move on because I'm just gonna keep getting upset about this. Alright, Courage the Cowardly Dog. Courage the Cowardly Dog is honestly, I don't know, is it a pretty good or is it a watch it if it's on? I think this show gets way overrated. I've seen a bunch of Courage the Cowardly Dog, and you know, it's alright. It certainly has a couple of good episodes. I think I'll put it in the pretty good category because it has some pretty good episodes, but I think in general it's kind of like vaguely overrated. I just always kind of felt like it was a bit over, like people just lose it for this cartoon. I never really got what was that special about it. It was different, you know, and it's cool for being different. Courage is a B to me. I mean, as long as it's like S-A-B, then yeah, it's like a B tier. You heard of Betty Boop? They are a 30s cartoon. Of course I've heard of Betty Boop. What fucking rock do you think I live under? Have I heard of Betty Boop? That's not an obscure cartoon, man. Betty Boop is not obscure. Betty Boop was a sexual icon for a generation of confused baby boomer generation. Can't make any of the title of the pictures or videos. Oh, you know what? We should be in, Did this help? Oh, no, we don't want that. Okay. What is, presentation mode? Eh, it doesn't really help. It makes it look a little better, but it doesn't particularly help. I don't know, dude. Yeah, they're just kind of tiny. These pictures aren't the best pictures. I mean, I'd have to zoom in so much to be able to, like, see what's going on here that it would make, like, actually using the list totally unusable. We could zoom into 125%. Maybe, we can zoom in this much. This is as much as I can give you. Original American anime porn star. You did not. Dude, that's exactly what Betty Boop was. Betty Boop was weird, dude. You're like selling an overly sexualized cartoon to children. Betty Boop certainly existed in an era where cartoons weren't necessarily just for kids, and the process of what cartoons could and could not get away with was really being defined at the time. Because, you know, when cartoons like first really came out, like there's a lot of really weird older cartoons that are like trippy and disturbing and just weird. Oh, cool. That removed everything from the haven't seen it list. Super neat of you to do that. Hold on, I gotta find all of the haven't seen it shows again and put them back. That is super annoying. I have seen Brandy and Mr. Whiskers, actually. Thank you. What have I not seen? No, I think I've seen enough of that to rank it. I actually do remember this show vaguely. It's super forgettable. I remember that I've watched it, and that's about the extent of it. So annoyed. How dare you have put all these cartoons back that I already sorted through? I really have no idea what's going on here. This looks like a bad Microsoft Paint picture. I'd be very intrigued to know what the hell this show is, because it does not look like a real show. It looks like somebody made fan art of a show in Microsoft Paint, and that person was also maybe like 6 years old. I'm a little confused. I'm intrigued, but confused. And that one. Alright, we might find a couple others that we got in there, but we'll see. Tom and Jerry was iffy too. Ruh-roh. Roger Rabbit was a nice movie. Roger Rabbit's a great movie, dude. Steven Universe is S tier. I hear, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch it. You haven't seen Phineas and Ferb? Dude, okay, look. Phineas and Ferb. Released in 2007, okay? You know how old I was in 2007? 2007 minus 1992. I was 15 years old. Alright, do you think a lot of 15-year-olds are watching Phineas and Ferb? That show started when I was 15. When I was 16, I got a driver's license and a job. When I was 17, continued to have a driver's license and a job. I was 18, I graduated high school. When I was 19, I went to college. Do you think, when was I gonna watch Phineas and Ferb in this time period, dude? That's like the worst time period for a good cartoon to have been released. Alright, it could have been released before or after that, and I maybe would have seen it, but that's the dead zone right there. 14 to like 21 is the dead zone of like cartoons I haven't seen. Anything that released in the year like 2006 to 2000 and maybe 12? No, 2000 and like 13, 14? Haven't seen it. I saw Looney Tunes on the list. Tier 2? I don't know, dude. I think the problem with Looney Tunes in particular is like some I think are much better than others. You saw every other movie? What do you mean I saw every other movie? I've seen a lot of movies, fair enough, but What do you mean I've seen every other movie? I asked what time the stream would start today and was told 5. I come 10 minutes early and find the stream has already started half an hour ago. Bro, you gotta ring that notification bell. Look, man, I've told you, the average start time is 5. Sometimes I'm just sitting at home with nothing to do, and I start early. Tom and Jerry is an S tier for me. Looney Tunes is an A. Let's just settle this right now. I think Tom and Jerry is a bad show. I hated this show growing up. I never enjoyed any of it. I don't like physical violence as humor, even among cats and mice. Was never for me. Just not my kind of style, dude. Thanks for coming though, Geronis. Look, man, I always post on Twitter and Discord when I go live, but you know, I'm not gonna wait until 5 just because for an arbitrary reason, you know. Sometimes it's gonna start early. One thing you should know about this channel is that scheduling is not our strong suit. That is for sure. Anybody who's been here a while, they can confirm that for sure. Tom and Jerry's an S tier for me too. Looney Tunes is an A. Oops, I put 2. Total Drama isn't a grapefruit tier. I'm gonna be mad. I kind of like that show. Look, man, I don't think it's gonna be like way up there, but it's not gonna be in grapefruit tier. Honestly, yeah, we should change this to just grapefruit. I think all of our bottom tiers should just eternally be grapefruit, you know? Alright, I'm putting this in the Discord right now. So this list is active in the Discord if you want to follow along. Many people do not know that Mel Blanc did the voices for most of the Looney Tunes, including Bugs, Porky, Yosemite Sam, Sylvester, etc. Spacely Spocket. Who's Spacely Spocket? I know Marvin the Martian. I hate Avatar as you don't like Tom and Jerry. No, but that's not fair because I've seen a ton of Tom and Jerry. I've seen many episodes, and I know for a fact that I don't like it, and it's a very substanceless show. You haven't seen Avatar, and you're wrong. And you don't even know you're wrong, and you're digging your sands in the heel. This is like someone who's like, I've never had sushi, and I never will because you dislike, you know, boiled kale, and I love boiled kale, and because you dislike it and you like sushi, I'm not gonna watch sushi. And it's like, okay, dog, but like the only person missing out here is you. How many cartoons without cartoon violence? That's just in my opinion though. Yeah, but there's one thing to have like action and fighting and violence in a show that also has strong characters and a narrative and a plot line, where these are just tools used to tell a story, versus a show that's like just slapstick humor, and that's all it is. I hate having, yeah. Look, chat, if you're getting angry, read the title of the stream, alright? It was right there in the title all along. I hate total drama. I think that could be fair. I think it's a weird show. I think it's definitely a weird kid show. Because it's like one of those shows that's almost not a kid's show, but I think it's like sometimes you get a show that's like, oh, adults can really enjoy this show. Like anybody of any age could really enjoy this show because it has a lot of substance. Total drama is not like that. Total drama is just like, this just feels weird, dude. It just feels weird, dude. Wish the music would play at a consistent volume. But deafening me occasionally. Slapstick humor, you mean like Charlie Chaplin or the Three Stooges? Yeah, and I never liked the Three Stooges. Charlie Chaplin has more than just slapstick humor. Charlie Chaplin actually invented an insane amount of trick photography and visual gags that I have mad respect for. But the Three Stooges, I also never ever liked the Three Stooges, dude. Total drama was strange, dude, yeah. I get bored instantly when I turn to Avatar. I literally don't understand how a show with one of the greatest written plot lines of all time you could consider to be boring. Basically, Sprocket was George Jefferson's boss. Who's George Jefferson? The president? That was a joke. Not many cartoons without cartoons. Alright. Let's keep going. Can we at least all agree that the Cleveland Show is dumb? Family Guy did not need a spin-off, alright? Chat, you're the one who's supposed to get mad at my opinions, alright? Not the other way around, alright? I didn't make this tier list Tuesday so I would get mad. I made it so you would get mad at my opinions and I could laugh at your salt. Alright, now you're turning the tables and I don't appreciate it. Alright, that was not part of the deal. It shouldn't be a kid show, it's just a sappy camp thing that is garbage. Plus it's like a weird it's like a weird reality TV show that's not really a reality TV show because it's a scripted cartoon. It's very weird, dude. Many comps to Chaplin. He was as much an innovator as he was an actor and comedian. Absolutely, dude. Charlie Chaplin was a genius. An absolute genius, dude. Okay, since we've extensively been talking about it, let's go ahead and rank Total Drama Island. I'm gonna put it in the meh category. Because I don't think it's like terrible. Grapefruit, look, I hate grapefruit. I think grapefruit is garbage. You got something against grapefruit? Yeah. What I have against grapefruit is that it's trash. Pretty much. What's up, Joel? How's it going, bud? How you doing today, man? I flipped the table over. I'm about to flip the table over, but it's very heavy, and I likely am not strong enough. It's like, first of all, this desk is solid wood. Like, each panel is like it's, you can't even see it. It's so big. Like, it's as wide as my wingspan. It's got 2 shelves full of garbage. Every plank on it is like an inch thick, and it's completely solid wood. And I got it for free off Craigslist. I love this desk, dude. I've had it for like 10 years, and I honestly never want to get rid of it. I love it's like a great desk. Super sturdy, super reliable, plenty of space for my dual monitor editing setup. I love it. If I was gonna rank desk, this would be an S tier desk. Grapefruit is our constant lowest denominator in all ranking systems, Joels. Ask Mac me Skullface about grapefruits, he loves them. Yeah, but I love Mac, but Mac's weird. I love Mac cause he's weird. Leland Show was an okay show, kind of funny. I never saw Total Drama. I haven't seen much Cleveland Show, but it just felt entirely like, what is the point of this existing? No one needs penis jokes in a kid's show. I mean, it depends on how subtle they are, but yeah. A lot of cartoons have adult jokes in them. They gotta stay subtle. They gotta stay below the line, dude. Redeem Solidwood. What's up, Donald Waldman? Can I get a yeet? Yeah, yeet in the chats. Don't watch it, Jeronis. Man, Mac and I agree on a lot, it seems. Oh, God. I don't know if that's good. It scares me. It should scare you. Scaring you is the proper opinion to have about that. Grapefruit! What's up, Brandon Tech Kid? How is it going today? Dan, I guess you get to be Brandon today, and Bison will be other Brandon because Bison's not here yet. Grapefruit bad. See? Brandon gets it. This is why Brandon just got promoted to #1 Brandon. Don't tell Bison. I'm never gonna hear the end of it. I swear to God. Okay, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends is a damn good show. Funny, amazing characters, heartwarming as hell. Plus, it has cheese in it, and he loves chocolate milk, and I love chocolate milk. So, you know, we're like that, chat. We're like that. Innuendos, hidden filth for adults only. I think like a good cartoon does have a certain amount of jokes that you can come back to as an adult and be like, oh my God, you just made a horribly explicit sex joke in this children's TV show. And then you like look at your son, your daughter, your niece, whatever young child is around watching it, and you're just like, they don't get that, right? Like they're not gonna understand that, are they? Am I gonna have to explain some shit because Fairly Odd Parents just dropped a big ass dick joke in the middle of this episode? That's a great show. That's a metric for a quality television show right there. Yeah, but TD is not subtle at all. Exactly, which is why I put it down further, because it's not subtle, which is what makes it so weird, because it's just like, is this just like a kid show made for adults in the same vein that John Mulaney's Sack Bunch Lunch is a kid show made by adults for adults? Which, you know, that's funny, but like, that's what Total Drama Island was, but not marketed as. It's just very odd. Plus, it was on Cartoon Network, so makes me a little uncomfortable, quite frankly. I'm a little uncomfortable with this show. Aaron, you put a PP joke in the tabletop simulator vid? Yeah, but, you know, some stuff for kids. This is a PG-13 channel, I would say. Like a PG-12 channel, maybe. This is certainly not a channel for young kids, alright? If you're an adult and you're letting your young children watch Aaron Wigwam, don't. Like, maybe if they're like 12, 13-ish, that's probably a lot closer to the age that they should be watching me. You know, we try to keep it pretty simple. You know, maybe I make a little basic PP joke once every blue moon. Not that often. You know, I curse a little bit. I have an angry video game soul at times, and sometimes I gotta let it out. But in general, we don't, it's never R. It's never that explicit. You know, I'm not giving birds and bees talks over here. Strawberry milk is better than chocolate milk, but normal milk is the best. I agree that strawberry milk is better than chocolate milk. I don't know. Normal milk is more versatile. I don't know that it's better. Like, if we're just talking, like, I'm gonna drink a straight glass of milk, strawberry all the way. You guys seen that TikTok that's like, stop drinking milk? What are you, some kind of criminal? Put some strawberry stuff in it. Put some chocolate stuff in it. He's like, I don't have any. He's like, go get some. It's such a weird video, dude. My favorite cartoon episode was when Hank went fishing with crack. Oh my God, dude, I just started rewatching King of the Hill last night, and I've already gotten through so many great episodes. You know, the social services try and take Bobby away. We've gotten through that. We've gotten through the Wamapoke episode where they go out into the woods and he catches a snipe, and it's like a red-billed herring or something, or red-crested herring or something of that nature, and he like clubs it over the head, and they try and hide it from the forest people. That show is so good. I just started rewatching it. I love it. But Adventure Time was a tad too much lol random humor for me. Yeah, I didn't think it really had that much. Like, definitely, I'm not denying that it certainly had some. Probably at least semi-frequently, I guess. But I never thought it was like a dominant form of humor in the show. I love Adventure Time because it has a great way of telling this deep, powerful, moving, and heart-wrenching, overarching story without losing its episodic nature. You know, it's able to tell this story subtly in the background across many seemingly unrelated events with only the occasional story episode. And it also does an amazing job of fully developing a huge cast of characters, giving them each unique personalities, backstories, believable motivations, sympathetic movements. It's a great show to me in a writing perspective. Half and half strawberry and chocolate milk. Oh my god. Trevor's a genius. That's why Trevor's a moderator, because that man's a fucking genius. Total Drama was changed when brought from Canada, like when there was an OO joke, if you get the drift. Oh, I didn't know that. Are you talking like between the first season and later seasons, or was it like actually like the original season was edited and changed? Is King of the Hill good? King of the Hill is one of the best adult animated shows of all time, and unlike many other adult animated shows, it didn't go on forever and ever to the point where it turned into trash like Family Guy and The Simpsons, An American Dad. Actually, well, American Dad was never really that great. It was always okay. Like, I liked American Dad for a while, but I never thought it was that great. Certainly was just more Seth MacFarlane nonsense to me. But, okay, so if I had to rank them, I would say, like, The Simpsons in its prime is still untouchably the best adult animated show of all time. Then, probably King of the Hill second, maybe Bob's Burgers third. South Park, it's hard for me to rank South Park versus these other shows because it's so tonally different, but South Park maybe is somewhere in there below The Simpsons, maybe like The Simpsons, King of the Hill, South Park, Bob's Burgers, maybe in that order. I don't know, maybe we'll get to that ranking after this ranking. It's very thoughtful and hilarious. Yes, it is. It's one of the most thoughtful shows without seeming thoughtful at all, because it seems just like a haha rednecks are funny kind of show, but then like it's actually like just constantly like pulling on your heartstrings, all this stuff that I just talked about. Like it's great in that. Hates Tom and Jerry because of cartoon violence but loves Adventure Time. No, I hate Tom and Jerry because it's nothing but cartoon violence. It's literally the entirety of the show. No, like what am I supposed to do? Oh man, you know, Tom in the earlier seasons really had a lot of character flaws, but man, it was so fascinating in that season 3 story arc of Tom and Jerry, where Tom really started to look inward on himself and address his anger issues. And you know, by the time in season 5 where Tom and Jerry were starting to become best friends, it was so believable due to the intense character journey that they went through in late season 4. You know, and don't get me started on Spike, man. His recovery from a violent thug on the streets to a loving and caring father just inspires my writing to this day. Alright, is that what you want, chat? Because that's not what Tom and Jerry is. What's up, Kane? Courage the Cowardly Dog is top tier. I feel like anybody who says that specifically has to be the ages of 22 and 19. Courage the Cowardly Dog is pretty good. I always feel like it's way overrated, dude. I don't understand what TikTok is. People keep telling me and I keep forgetting. Same with the word yeet. I don't know. Yeet's just fun. Yeet's just the best word that's come out of slang in a long time. To yeet is to like emphasis with power. I think that's like the best way I could describe it. Bores the hell out of me. Dude, I don't know how you could even say that. I love Gravity Falls. I don't know why people are starting to hate it. It's a great story. I thought people loved that. I've never seen it, but I've always heard people speak really highly of Gravity Falls. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Gravity Falls. Look, TikTok is just like Vine in that 98% of TikTok is garbage, but some of them are really good. You're really better off watching like the best of TikToks, just like you're better off watching the best of Vine, because the good ones slap, but there's just like a sea of garbage in between there. Seen Adventure Time a bit, but it's too much of a fan. It's a C to me. Man, you guys have bad opinions. Thank God you guys aren't in charge of the tier list. I think I heard Total Drama Island was already done in Canada. It was just imported and censored. It's weird that it was censored and we're still talking about how inappropriate it was. Dale, I can show you how to make a bomb out of a roll of toilet paper and a stick of dynamite if you want. Hank, can you put me on the phone with your wife? South Park is just too messed up to rank. It's just in a league of its own. It's not even like other adult animated TV shows, because like The Simpsons is like, okay, yeah, you should probably be like 13. You should at least be like over the age of like 11-ish maybe to watch Simpsons. It's a little more adult themed, but it's not really that adult. South Park is straight up inappropriate for like younger audiences. Like, you should Be guarded against South Park if you are not 13. They literally had storylines in Tom and Jerry. Yeah, the storyline was in this episode, Jerry wants to get... Wait, it was like... Jerry wants to get the cheese off the table, and Tom wants him to not do that. And also the dog is in this episode, and he's outside, attached to the fence, and he's got a rope on. And the plot is the three of them beating the shit out of each other for 15 minutes. Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was bad. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is an all-time masterpiece. What are you saying, dude? In-depth Tom and Jerry analysis? No, there's nothing in-depth to analyze. I know that's not a word, chat. I just wanted to say it, and I stand by it. It was fun to say. Who was the beaglish dog with glasses and a cape that had a human boy as a sidekick? Was that Underdog? Underdog! Underdog! Oh, shoot. I clicked away. Oh, God, chat. Come back. Peabody and Sherman, the cartoon, is thinking of Trevor. Oh, that's a more modern show. Yeah. I think in a historical context, Tom and Jerry is pretty much up there. Eh. This is for me. This list is my enjoyment of these shows. It has nothing to do with cultural relevancy. It's not an objective ranking. Today's is entirely subjective. This is an entirely 100% subjective list. Comps to Gerona's. Yeah, yeet! Yeah, yeet, chat. Gravity Falls is amazing. I want to watch Gravity Falls and, what's that other one I want to watch? Steven Universe. Those are two I really want to watch. There's literally an episode where Tom was suicidal. Bro, calm down with your Tom and Jerry. Kane, once again, you're picking a needle out of a haystack in arguments and way overblowing it out of importance. Fuck off with your name a real Tom and Jerry plot. Name like any real Tom and Jerry plot. But the fused movie, dummy? Willy Wonka and Tom and Jerry fused? I didn't know that was a thing, first of all, and second of all, fuck you. How dare you call me a dummy? I'm a genius. But I still disagree when he says it's trash. I think the show is good. Thank you at least for stipending that I am correct in what I said. Again, chat, this is subjective. You can like what you want or dislike what you want, as long as you don't dislike Avatar, because that opinion is not allowed. Roadrunner is better than Tom and Jerry. I would agree. At least that show had, like, I felt was more creative with its wacky, like, Rube Goldberg machines and cartoon logic. Again, not a huge fan, but I think there's more to it than Tom and Jerry. But gee, Willy Wonka was good? The movie was good. Is there, like, a cartoon that I don't know about Willy Wonka? Nicolas Cage is scary? I love Nicolas Cage. Yes, but he is terrifying. No cartoon has ever expressed such a level of frustrating of wanting something so bad and always being outsmarted. The perfect allegory for what adult life would be like, and we didn't even know. Alright, what's up next? Chalk Zone? Chalk Zone's a watch it if it's on. I think that I like Chalk Zone a lot more than most people. Chalk Zone definitely did not get a lot of love in the day. Rudy! You gotta draw something, Rudy! That's a joke that almost no one's gonna get. It's not even a joke, it's just a reference. But again, that's a reference that almost no one here is gonna get. Does anybody here remember Chalk Zone except for me? How in the minority am I on Chalk Zone? Or are you gonna actually impress me for once, chat? I've been saying that for a while. I think we agree on chat behavior but disagree about entertainment. Yeah. I think, you know, with chat, it's always common ground and uncommon ground, you know, chat. Chat, that's just really relationships in general in life. Even once you find a significant other, you know, you'll never find someone, and even if you do, you probably actually don't want to date that person, who is just like you. You don't want to find someone who just totally is just like you. You want to find someone that has a lot of common interest with you, but also enough differing interest and hobbies that A, they can be their own person apart from you. This is for friends and significant others, any meaningful relationship in your life. And they have enough differing opinions that they can challenge you to try and like new things, or at least debate and better understand why you do and do not like certain things, you know? And chat, you're that foil for me. Sometimes a little too much on the foil side, admittedly. But, you know, I think that's why this relationship works. Tom and Jerry and Willy Wonka came together for a recent cartoon movie? Oh, I'm gonna have to look this up. Chris, you should post that to the Discord, dude. I remember Chalk Zone, I've seen a couple of episodes. It wasn't that great. Like, I'm firmly putting it in the watch it if it's on category because that's what it deserves. But I did really enjoy it. If I ever get a command, you'll need to call me an Avatar hater. Oh, it's going in the command. I rewatched an old Pink Panther skit not that long ago. I almost pissed myself laughing. He had a termite invader that was threatening his log cabin. Let your imagination fill in the rest. I have never seen a lot of Pink Panther. Only like, very, very little. Watch Gravity Falls right after knowing, so if you don't like it, like pretty much everyone else, you can be happy. Fair enough. Tin foil! Kane's the foiliest foil of them all. Kane, I was thinking about you because I was watching this old Northern Line episode last night, and he was like, he brought up the kind of people, and he was like, you know, it doesn't hurt you to try new food. Even if you don't like it, the experience of not liking it can be beneficial to growing your character. And he's like, what's the worst that could happen? And then he was like, and don't stop and say that, oh, what if I have celery and then I'm allergic to celery and I die? And I was like, oh my god, Northern Lion has his own Canes. I was like, it might even be Kane because I know Kane watches his channel. You don't have Discord? Rip. Rip you, dude. All episodes are on YouTube. Maybe I should watch some, dude. Pink Panther is funny. You know, I remember vaguely enjoying what I watched of it, but it was so long ago. My gym partner is a monkey is an incredibly forgettable show. Like, I did not remember the show existed between the last time I saw an episode and today seeing this title, and I'm sure once this stream is over, I am gonna go back to never remembering it exists until the day I die. The thing I really love about Pink Panther is the less words spoken, the better. I think it is one of the few shows that I could enjoy that has very little dialogue. I'm very much like a narrative and dialogue driven type person, as you can probably tell as we're discussing these shows. Those are usually what I like. So a show that can get by being entirely non-verbal is a rarity for me and impressive to me for sure. You know, there's always exceptions to the rules. 16? I don't remember anything about 16. An entirely forgettable show in all regards. Okay, I thought this was, what the hell is Planet Sheen? I'm pretty sure it's probably not very good. I thought this was Jimmy Neutron. Is Jimmy Neutron on here? Okay, it is. What the hell is Planet Sheen, chat? Chat, what on earth is Planet Sheen? They had a Sheen spin-off? Planet Sheen sucks. Planet Sheen theme song. High quality episode. Opening credits. This is just Sheen and Carl? Planet Sheen sucks. A 10-minute and 50-second video versus Planet Sheen is a good show for a 3-second clip. Show is a 3.10. A 3 out of 10 on IMDb. Holy garbage. It was on for 4 years. How many episodes does this have? The show came out from 2010. Okay, I was a junior in high school. So explains why I did not know this existed. I was not watching a lot of Nickelodeon at that time. It has 1 unknown season. And it was on for 4 years somehow. Oh my god. Look at all these screen caps look terrible. Oh, what a treasure that is. Planet Sheen! Planet Sheen was a bad spin-off of Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, dude, I bet. Do live action or puppet shows next? Nah, bro, this is a cartoon one. Well, maybe. We'll maybe transition into TV. I have it as an app, but I can't make a Discord yet. Rip you, dude. Does anybody like Planet Sheen? Does anybody remember Planet Sheen? Like, could anybody say something positive of it? We were talking about Regular Show yesterday. Regular Show I would rank as a watched if it's on. It's, I think it was an incredibly average show. I don't think it really was that edgy. I don't think it really pushed the envelope as much as people maybe think it did. And I also don't think that it was really, like, that impressive in any regard. It's not bad, certainly entertaining enough to watch, but I don't think anything that I've ever gone out of my way to get on the TV. Zelda Majora's Mask. Is Jeronis correct? Yes, he is. Song of Healing. That's like the Majora's Mask song, so that's an easy pick. Popeyes deserves at least a tier 3. We'll get to Popeye when we get to Popeye, alright? Calm down. Calm down, chat. Don't be jumping the gun. You gotta hole up. My roommate never beats video games. He just sent me a Snapchat of all the Bioshocks and the remastered versions, and he was like, can't wait to never beat these. True, 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 man. At least he's honest, you know? Alf should be an S tier for me. Alf is not a cartoon. Or even rather, I guess it had a cartoon, but like, it's not on this list. Popeye deserves at least 3. Rank all 50 versions of Scooby-Doo. Have I seen all the versions of Scooby-Doo? No, actually, I've only seen the versions of Scooby-Doo from like a pup named Scooby-Doo in prior. I haven't really seen any newer Scooby-Doo. Although I did recently see that Scooby-Doo and like the the Were-Witch Island or whatever, Witch Island, whatever that movie is on Netflix, and I think I'm gonna watch it again, dude. I loved that movie. I didn't like Scooby-Doo until I saw that movie, and then I started to like enjoy Scooby-Doo a lot more. I have never even heard of PS. Of what? Wait, what? PS? Oh, Planet Sheen? Dude, I've never heard of it before today either, and I am horrified. He will after you get married? Calm down, bro. I'm pretty sure. Okay, you know, I'm pretty sure. Nope. You know what? Wigwam, just don't engage in that comment. Okay, Wigwam. That's what I'll do. That's good advice. Thank you, Wigwam. I've watched it. I looked at it as an 8-year-old, but I was 8. Everything was good if it was a cartoon. True. As an 8-year-old, your standards are incredibly low. Only I could, Trevor. They're talking about the puppet shows Carter mentioned. What puppet shows? Carter mentioned some puppet shows? I saw him dueling people. What puppet shows? Everyone felt that. That's one zombie Scooby-Doo movie slaps. Yes, zombie Scooby-Doo, whatever. Dude, that movie's so good. All of Scooby-Doo is the same to me. A creepy monster goes around and they catch it. It's a person they know and trust. No, I mean, most of Scooby-Doo is the same for sure. That's why it'd be kind of dumb to rank them all. Okay, so like, let's just go ahead and throw All Grown Up and Forgettable. It's forgettable to Grapefruit, honestly. I don't think it's quite Grapefruit, but like, it's pretty forgettable. It's, I think it was a more successful spin-off as far as spin-offs go. Okay, chat, I am for the life of me trying to remember what the hell Tak and the Power of Juju was, because I know I've seen episodes of this. The name is triggering something in the back of my brain. Maybe it was the game that I knew. I don't think we're allowed to like watch theme songs, chat. Don't tell YouTube. This looks terrible. This looks like a PS2 game. I mean, it doesn't get more forgettable than that. I don't know if I can even rank it. Where did it go? Maybe I haven't seen it. I don't know. I feel like I have, dude. There are 2 of those. Oh, one that's old and one that's new. There was a video game that went cartoon. Okay, so it was a video game first and then a cartoon? I guess that explains it. Maybe I knew the game. If he does a tier list of puppet shows that he can't forget Candle Cove, I don't think I've seen that many puppet shows, chat. Chat, can I be honest with you? I kind of find puppets and really lifelike dolls both to be kind of incredibly creepy. Like, if it's like Muppets, Muppets are great. Like, everybody loves Muppets. But if it's just like puppets, I don't know, man. Ventriloquist dolls? I don't like ventriloquist dolls. Those old, like, whatever, what are they? Like, ceramic doll faces that are like, love me. I am your best friend. Terrifying. I have absolute nightmares about it. Scooby-Doo was a worse plot than Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry has a bad plot, but Scooby-Doo has just the same plot over and over again. That's why I quit watching Pokemon at a pretty early age. It only takes so long to be like, literally every episode of Pokemon is the same. I don't need to watch tonight's episode because I've seen it 1,000 times already. All pro wrestling matches are just big sweaty men grappling people? No, I even believe that wrestling has more plot lines going on than just that. I love the old Whiteman puppets that used to slander everyone on stage. Oh yeah, the old guys. They just like make fun of everybody. They're a nice, it was funny. It's a good shtick. Jalapeno on a stick. Dude, apparently that guy, Jeff Dunham, yeah, is a raging alcoholic, or at least he used to be. To do a tier list of all the Muppets? Aw, dude, that's sacred ground. I don't think we tread there. Hey, Arnold. I think it's a damn good show. Hey Arnold never failed to pull at the heartstrings episode after episode. Dude, Stoop Kid's gotta leave his stoop. Stoop Kid's gotta leave his stoop. Stoop Kid was my hero. I think Harold was one of the first shows I ever watched as a kid where I was like, oh my god, this cartoon's like actually teaching me morals and lessons, and like I'm actually like feeling stuff while I'm watching this cartoon. This is bizarre. Hey Arnold was like the earliest show I remember that was able to tread that ground for me as a kid. Not saying it was the first show or cartoon to be that, but just that I was of an age where Hey Arnold was coming on, and that was the first show I remember seeing of that nature. You know, the characters had real issues. I mean, if you've seen the Christmas special for Hey Arnold, where he helps, I want to say Mr. Wong, but I also not sure that's his name, and I really hope I'm not just racially profiling his name to be Wong. I hope I'm not. Where he helps find his neighbor or housemate, or however you phrase it, because like they own this tenant apartment building, where he helps him find his long lost daughter. Maybe it's Mr. Wu, is something like that. I want to look it up. Hey Arnold, but where he helps his find his long lost daughter is like oh, it was none of that. It was Mr. Hyun in May Reunite. I was way off. Or it's probably pronounced Yoon. Probably pronounced Yoon, because I think the H is silent. Ghost Boo, dude, Tom and Jerry at the bottom. I hate you. Read the title, Ghost Boo. Read the title, baby. Also, what's up, dude? Look, I really like Jeff Dunham's first like stand-up special, like most people, but that shtick wore off real quick. Much like Dane Cook, that like popularity for most people was like, this guy's great. No, he's terrible. It's like a very brief stint of enjoyment. Always tread on sacred ground. It's called my room. Haha. What do you guys think about Lewis Black? Not a huge fan. He's okay. I'm not really into just like, I'm angry and I'm not, you know, I'm here to not tell you what you want to hear. I'm just gonna be angry and shout things. And it's like, okay. I mean, he's okay. He's really good at what he does. It's just a style of comedy that I don't particularly prescribe to as much. Was a Christmas episode where that happened? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want Aaron's opinion on Ninja Turtles, Batman animated series, and the Looney Tunes. I think some of those are on here. Teenage Mutant Ninja, I never liked Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it was kind of like both before and after my time. I never really grew up with a TMNT. There was TMNT that had been canceled long before I was born, and then there were reboots like after I was probably a little too old to be watching TMNT, but there were really none out while I was a kid, so I don't really have strong opinions of it. Looney Tunes we'll get to. In Batman animated series, is that on here? I see that Batman Beyond is on here. Batman the Animated Series is a work of art. Batman the Animated Series would probably go into the Internet Wigwam's tier list Tuesday stream 10 out of 10 games. Is Gravity Falls even on the list? I don't believe it is. And even if it was, I would have to put it in the didn't watch category. I read it. Is Gravity Falls even on the list? Yeah. Talked about Vietnam War at a point. Oh yeah, like Arnold's parents were like, did something with the Vietnam War or something. Popeye's still looking for olive oil. Well, Batman Beyond was good. I'll agree. Batman Beyond was, it was pretty good. It had some good moments. Might be more of a watch it if it's on. It's like really hovering on that line. I'll put it at the top of watch it if it's on. I may move it towards once we rank some other stuff. Batman Beyond was pretty good. It had some good episodes, but it definitely never lived up to its predecessor of the animated series. The Wild Thornberries was a pretty good show, I remember. It's a girl that talks to animals. That was fun, you know. If it is, trust us, put it on, if Wigwam, Internet Wigwam tier list Tuesday 10 out of 10. I still don't know what the hell this weird fish-looking show is. Very confused by what's going on here. The Boondocks really shouldn't be on this list of children's TV shows. But if we're gonna put it on the list of these children's TV shows, it's a really damn good show. The Boondocks is an amazing show that I think anybody can enjoy. But a little weird, a little out of place with most of what's on here. I don't know why the Cleveland show and Boondocks are on what is, I think, entirely apart from that, a children's cartoon ranking tier list. The Boondocks most certainly not a show for children. Memes tier list. I don't think I'm the guy to do a memes tier list. Well, I don't think I'm memey enough for the meme tier list. See, I think Looney Tunes, Batman animated series, and Ninja Turtles are all masterpieces. I don't know enough about TMNT. It would be in the haven't watched category for me. I never watched Hey Arnold, but it's fine. Hey Arnold is great, dude. Dexter's Laboratory is a damn good show, dude. There's a lot going on in Dexter's Laboratory. Pinky and the Brain, I'll put it near Batman Beyond. I think it's about the similar to Batman Beyond. Must be PG. Boondocks is watched by kids at my school. I do not think that show is appropriate for children to watch at all, and I have seen every episode. Recess is close to Pinky and the Brain. Some of these may get bumped up to pretty good. Now, you know, honestly, I changed my mind. I think all three of these need to go up into the pretty good category. And I think this needs to go towards the bottom of that category. I think that's better. What do we else? Jake Long, American Dragon. While it's really cool that I know someone named Jake Long who hated the show because people would constantly call him the American Dragon, it was okay. I think other shows had done similar concepts much better. For example, this show is really, when you get down to it, just a ripoff of Danny Phantom, except he's a dragon instead of a ghost. And Danny Phantom is a damn good show. Danny Phantom was a great mix of like action, an original superhero with cool superpowers, cool villains, great characters, really creative show, super fun. How could you not love Danny Phantom, dude? How is Transformers, G.I. Joe, Voltron not on this list? Because whoever made this list is closer to my age than your age. Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't find a list that had everything I wanted on it. This one had the most. This one had Beast Wars, the animated series, Animaniacs, TMNT. This one had a lot of shows on it that I wish were on this other list, but this one had too many shows from the 80s and things that I just wasn't as familiar with. So, unfortunately, we had to go with this one. You know, with these tier lists, you know, these are all made by other people, so we just gotta go with whatever this person thought was relevant to them. I wish they were on there too, guys. I mean, I could give you the rundown. Original Transformers would have been Watch It If It's On. Beast Wars would have been probably Watch It If It's On as well. G.I. Joe I never saw, and Voltron, the OG one, I don't know. The new one I've heard is pretty good. I've watched a couple episodes. A dad joke in my school book, the name is Shocking Electronics. Any suggestions for better names? Wait, what is this? Which school book? What is the book? Beast Wars was decent at least. I thought it was pretty decent. It probably doesn't hold up if I was to rewatch it now as an adult, but I remember being really obsessed with it as a young kid. But I was like probably pretty young. I was probably like 7 or 8 at the time where Beast Wars was coming out, so like, of course it was exciting. My god, what's that music in the background? I've been looking for it for ages. This is the Kragma fight from this. And just before this, it was Yoshi Star Galaxy. Let's skip forward a little bit. You might have been looking for Yoshi Star Galaxy. I got a really good question. Why isn't Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Goofy on this? Mickey Mouse, well, House of Mouse was here. Again, chat, well, this is pretty much like a 90s, early 2000s cartoon list. American Dragon was a good show. It was a pretty meh show. Look, dude, it was just a worse version of like Danny Phantom and also a worse version of Jackie Chan Adventures. Jackie Chan Adventures was great. Dude, I wanted these. The talisman angle was so great. I loved all the talisman superpowers. Were super duper fun. I always loved this show, man. Jackie Chan Adventures, and they pivoted ideas from season to season on like what they were doing, what they were collecting, and it always was still good. Every season was still good, even when they drastically changed ideas. And how could you not love Uncle? Uncle was great. Uncle was a fun character, dude. The book is about old video games? What book? Also, chat, so I was somewhat watching some of the replay from yesterday's stream. And I realized that even though I have live chat on and should be receiving all of your messages, I'm not always getting all of your messages. Some of them are popping up in replay that I know never came up on my feed originally. So, I guess when chat gets busy, YouTube gets dumb. So don't hate me too much if I miss a message, chat. There's a good chance that YouTube literally just didn't show it to me. Yeah, Yoshi Star Galaxy. Well, glad to help, man. This is a good name for an electrician, but not as good as my favorite septic tank pumpkin services. We are proud to be #1 in the #2 business. That's a hell of a phrase. Where's the anime? It's right here. The anime tab is open, dog. So is the Digimon tab. All Disney Channel in the 90s. I'll watch them every morning before school. Well, damn, dude, I don't know. I didn't make this list. All right. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse was amazing to my age. I never saw it, dude. I didn't have Disney Channel until I was like 13, I want to say. Maybe a little younger. Maybe like 12, 11. But Disney Channel was a premium channel where I lived. And trust me, the Wigwam family could not afford premium channels. But eventually it became a not premium channel. And that's when we got it. The Proud Family? I'd watch it if it's on. You know, I enjoyed it. Admittedly, might not have been specifically aimed at my demographic. It may have meant a lot more to, you know, people who weren't white, if we're just being honest. Which I can totally understand. In the same way that, like, I think Wonder Woman and Captain Marvel are incredibly average movies, I can totally understand the angle that it's maybe just not meant for my demographic, and it's more important to those demographics who it is meant for. Chat, I finished a tube of chapstick, or rather I finished it to the point where the tiny little bit keeps falling out, so I've done the impossible, chat. I'm gonna count it as a finished chapstick tube. You know, I think that's an important distinction to make. Again, but this is my list, so I still enjoyed The Proud Family. It was still a good show, undeniably so. But it's more of a watch it if it's on for me. Person that made this list needs their head examined for not including. Dude, maybe they were, you know, maybe they were poor like me and they didn't get to have the Disney Channel. All right, chat, living your lives of luxury in your ivory towers with your Disney Channel for kids. I didn't even have cable. My grandmother did and does. That's where I watch the good TV. Nice. All of my relatives lived 500 miles away from me as a kid, so I did not have that option. Was an honorary Mickey Mouse Club member? No, not really. That's probably for the best. Most of those Mickey Mouse Club member people did not turn out well. Anime requires perversion, cartoons do not. Wow, dude, that is super not true. Fairly Odd Parents was, I think, a damn good show. We were talking about this yesterday. This was one of the funniest shows to me growing up. Cosmo, Wanda, Timmy Turner, Icky Vicky. Dude, I still rock out to Shiny Teeth and Me all the time, dude. I brush my teeth to that song every day. It's my shiny teeth and me. Only OGs remember Nick Jr. Means animated, not cartoon. Not every animation is a cartoon. You guys are getting so semantical in chat. I'm gonna not engage. Invader Zim, honestly, I never really thought this show was that great. Again, it was weird and different, which is cool. I was friends with a lot of like emo kids who thought this show was like, you know, God's gift to man, thought it was the greatest thing that ever came out, had the backpacks and the t-shirts from Hot Topic and the pins and the stickers and all the Gurr merch. And you know, I mean, I do love Gurr. Gurr is great. It's just a little too weird for me at times, chat. Like a lot of weird, like almost, what is that dude's name? The dude who does all like the body horror stuff, who's like really famous for making like all the body horror movies. Cronenberg. It was like a Cronenberg TV show almost for kids, and I was not a huge fan. TFP, I think, is a masterpiece too. What's TFP? TFP was... Which one was TFP? Chat, type stuff out. Don't be so lazy. The TFP, or did you mean the TPF? Yes, thank God you put Fairly Odd Parents up there. Hell yeah, dude. Didn't mean to send that. God damn it, it's okay. You just got so mad you involuntarily typed out the word God damn it and hit send and you couldn't stop yourself. I get it. Chat, this is a very triggering process. Chat, let's all take a moment to breathe, okay? It's gonna be okay. We're still gonna be friends even though my cartoon opinions are much better than yours, alright? So breathe in and then breathe out and just say, Wigwam's opinions are better than mine. It's calming and relaxing, right? Breathe in. Wigwam is smarter than me. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wigwam's opinions are really good because he's smart and handsome. Whew. See? Relaxing. Oh, the Fairly Odd Parents. Gotcha. Popeye is still waiting. He's gonna keep waiting. He's gonna wait his goddamn turn. The Fairly Odd Parents is a fantastic show. Obviously, chat, I was the perfect age for the Fairly Odd Parents because I had stopped watching before there was a poof, whatever the baby was, before the whole baby storyline came about, before the weird reboot where like he had to share his fairies. I read that was a thing. Before Drake Bell played Timmy Turner as a live action Fairly Odd Parents movie. Before all of that, I had moved on. They canceled it the original time, and that's when I stopped watching, and I only found out about all this other horrific, horrible bastardization of the show much later. Inhale. Ah! No, put Tom and Jerry at the top. No. Staying at the bottom. This is such a good song! Wind Waker may not be huge for me as far as Zelda games go, but man, the music is good. There can be only one explanation to this. Fairies! You're fairy godparents! Dude, Professor Crocker's so good. I'm going to assume you're kidding on that. If I'm not, I might have to leave. About what? Wigwam, you didn't read everything. I have into Kane, not you. You're fine. Chat, I literally just explained to you that I don't get all the messages sometimes. I'm not reading all your messages. If I missed any of your messages, it's because I didn't send. AFK 3 to 5 minutes. Alright. Be timing you. This may be one of like the best versions of this song. For real. This may be one of the best renditions they've ever done of the main title theme for Zelda. Alright, what do we got next? Brandy and Mr. Whiskers. Forgettable. Forgettable to Grapefruit. What I remember of it was not good, but I think we can put it in forgettable. Flapjack? Flapjack is a watch it if it's on. Again, I kind of enjoyed its general weirdness, but I didn't think it was anything that particularly stand out. It's weird that Flapjack is on here and Chowder is not. How is Chowder not on here? Alright, Schoolhouse Rock is pretty good. It's maybe better, alright, chat, I'll give it to you. It might be better than that. I've only seen a select few bits and pieces. The ones that most people have seen, how a bill turns into a law, maybe some fruits and vegetable style stuff, is, you know, I think it's pretty good. Grapefruit. Cheese and bread. Cheese and bread. Rocket Power. I liked Rocket Power a lot, chat. This may make you mad, but again, this is my personal subjective list. I liked Rocket Power a lot. Probably, I don't think it was a damn good show, realistically, but I really, really enjoyed it. I'm gonna move it right to the top of pretty good. I watched the show a lot, because I skateboarded a lot too, so like, I really related to it. And, you know, I wanted to live in California. This was like a show that gave me my initial love of like, the beach and like, oh man, if I lived out in California, I could just skate all year round. I could be around other people who actually skateboarded. I could go to skate parks, so there'd be skate parks and the ocean and the boardwalk and surf and like all these things that I desperately dreamed of as a kid. And honestly, to this day, I would love to go. I've never been surfing. I really, really want to surf. That's like a huge bucket list item for me. Surfing and snowboarding, but like surfing way more. I way more prefer warm weather sporting to cold weather. Dude, the Magic School Bus? Oh, I picked the wrong thing. Okay, well, Teen Titans? Teen Titans was a damn good show. I almost thought about 10 out of 10, but I don't think it's quite a 10 out of 10. I could never skateboard. I can still do a kickflip, or at least I could the last time I tried, which wasn't that long ago. I've tried and successfully kickflipped in the last 6 months. About once a year, I like to get out the old skateboard, make sure I still know how to kickflip, make sure I haven't become actually old yet. Ever wondered what a boat would look like in a bathtub? That's like high-fiving a mirror. Why do you say these things, Carter? Why you do this? Okay, anyways, the Magic School Bus. I mean, this is kind of a weird one, right? Because I think I exclusively watched 90% of any Magic School Bus I ever watched at school. And that kind of gives it an unfair, like, setting. Like, it gives it kind of a huge bias. Because, of course, it's better than any sort of schoolwork, right? I think the Magic School Bus was pretty good. I think most people would agree that it is a good show. It's probably the best show you could hope to watch in school. You know, you could go back and forth Bill Nye versus Magic School Bus, but definitely the best cartoon that you're going to get an opportunity to watch in school. You know what would kick ass? A game with skateboarding mechanics, but a horror theme where you kicked monsters' asses? How would that work? That seems like an odd combination. I'd be about it though. I just want Skate 3 or 4, whatever. Did they make? No, they made Skate 3, right? I want Skate 4. Skate 3 was a game, I think. I was really good at Skate and Tony Hawk. Yeah, they made Skate 3. Skate 2 was the best one. Skate 3 wasn't bad, but Skate 2 I remember definitely was the best one. God, I wish they'd make Skate 4, but skateboarding's not popular right now. But it'll probably have a resurgence. These games have a way of like having ups and downs over time. I watched Dinosaur Train in school once? What is Dinosaur Train? Is that a cartoon about trains and dinosaurs? Animaniacs? It's a classic, dude. That's a damn good show. Animaniacs did a lot to like push the envelope as far as cartoons were concerned. That was an innovative show in a lot of ways. And educational in some regards. Memorable characters. Animaniacs is everything that you guys think Looney Tunes is that it isn't. Animaniacs is far superior to Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is like I'll watch it if it's on. Maybe like here. There, yeah. What the hell was Dinosaurs Train? I need a reference on this. Camp Lazlo is like the go-to most forgettable show ever. I think Johnny Test was kind of grapefruit. It's like not good. It's either meh or it's like grapefruit. It's certainly not forgettable though. Something about this show just sticks in your brain. I didn't watch a ton of it. I think I'm probably a little meaner to this show because again it came out a little too late for me to properly enjoy. But I have seen probably way too much of it for how little I enjoy it. Trying to do any other easy categories. My Life as a Teenage Robot I think is a pretty forgettable show. I don't think that this show had a lot of like remarkability. Arthur I've never seen. I didn't have Arthur as a kid. What else is in here? Anything else that's like a real easy throwdown? No. Dude, Doug? Doug is a pretty good show. Doug is like here. Doug. Actually a game like that for the GameCube but with snowboarding and not skateboarding, kind of weird, but overall was good. That sounds really fascinating. I'd give it a shot. Totally Spies was a watch it if it's on. I didn't get particularly invested. Again, I think maybe this show had a lot of like cool girl power elements going on that I think if you were a girl who was into like kicking ass and being a badass, probably Totally Spies would have been an amazing show for you. Same maybe with My Life as a Teenage Robot, you know, strong female leads. Not something that I could personally relate to as someone who is not a strong female. Life as a Teenage Robot was great. Fan-made content? Well, that is an entirely different tier list, Kane, and one that I don't think that I'm allowed to do based on YouTube's terms of service and advertisement guides. What is this? This is the Yuga battle from A Link Between Worlds, dude. Dude, I gotta be honest, we've been listening through this playlist, and I love A Link Between Worlds, but I'm kind of starting to feel like it did not have a very good soundtrack. It might have had like one of the weakest soundtracks. Mucha Lucha! Mucha Lucha! It was a pretty meh show. That was a watch it if it's on. Cause like I liked it, but I never thought it was good. Again, it felt like a show that felt like a lot of other shows were probably doing the same similar ideas better. Like, okay, we've got super powered wrestlers, okay? You know what show was way better than Mucha Lucha that I think by comparison puts Mucha Lucha in a lower category was Shaolin Showdown, which for some reason is not on this list. This is gonna be embarrassing because I cannot spell this. Shaolin Showdown. I don't know. Wow, yeah, of course it was spelled with an X. I don't know how Shaolin Showdown didn't end up on this list in any category. This show was like it's like there's Avatar is like Coke, the Shaolin Showdown is Pepsi, and then Mucha Lucha is like RC Cola. All right. Dinosaur Train easy. Mucha Lucha. No, it's Mucha Lucha with an A. Mucha Lucha. Mucha Lucha. Had a great theme song. If we were ranking theme songs, Mucha Lucha would have been way up there. Wait, is it Mucho Lucha? I thought it was Mucha Lucha, which I know is not the word in Spanish, but I always thought it was Mucha. It is Mucha Lucha. You're wrong, dog. You're wrong, dog. It's Mucha Lucha. Can't spell it right. Your opinion on it is invalid. No, damn it. I just misspelled Shaolin Showdown. Why do I say things before thinking about them in the slightest degree? I heard of the show, but for multiple reasons, we'll check it out later. Nice. Give me the name of that show. It's an educational show where dinosaurs would go on a train in like Jurassic Park or something and learn about dinosaurs. Dinosaurs would go on a train and they would go back to the Jurassic period and learn about other dinosaurs? Bro. What? It's animated too, though. Oh, they didn't use real dinosaurs? On the Dinosaur Train TV show? Dang. That sucks. Dude, this list is missing a lot. Where is Cat Dog on this list? How are they not gonna put Cat Dog on this list? Where's Angry Beavers on this list, dude? There's so many good shows missing from this list. I'm disappointed, dude. Popeye? I never liked Popeye, dude. You made my spinach. Yeah. I mean, every episode is just like, I don't know. I haven't really seen a lot of it. Maybe I should put in the I haven't seen a category. I really haven't seen, I think, enough Popeye to make an opinion on it. The opinion I would form on it was that I didn't really enjoy it that much. Kind of silly. I mean, it had some okay moments. It definitely would have been like a meh at worst. It wouldn't be a grapefruit, but yeah, I'm gonna put it in the haven't seen it category because I don't want to fight about it, because I know somebody's gonna want to fight about it and I haven't seen that much of it. It's gonna be a whole big thing. The Flintstones, put it above Looney Tunes as I'll watch it if it's on, you know. The Flintstones was pretty good. I don't know, maybe the Flintstones was pretty good. I literally just thought the Flintstones was pretty good. I'm gonna put it up here towards the end of pretty good. I went on a train to somewhere, I don't know, and learned about the people they saw? Okay. Still a weird premise for a show though, dude. Ed, Ed, and Eddie? I think it's a watch it if it's on. Maybe like, but like definitely towards the upper end of the list. It had some individual episodes that were pretty great, but I wasn't the biggest fan of it overall. No, it needs to be higher than that. Yeah, I think it actually lands closer to here with Courage. Like, these shows are very similar in that, like, I don't think they were really for me. Like, I didn't enjoy them a ton. But I could appreciate that they were pretty good cartoons. But I also think both of them are kind of overrated. Sorry guys, I had to troubleshoot a paper shredder that overheated. All is well now. It's all good, man. You don't want your house catching on fire. It's Flintstones, not Flintstones, and that blows my mind. You thought it was Flynn Stones? Like a guy named, first name Flynn, last name Stones? Starring Fred Flynn Stones? His full name is Fred Flynn Stones, like FFS is his initials. It's not Johnny testing on grapefruit, and I gotta say, nice. I'm glad to win you back over, chat. I always find it funny on these tier lists when I do them or when I see other people's tier list, how it's like, you see some things on your tier list and you're like, oh my god, we're the exact same person. We have such similar opinions together. And then you see other things on their tier list and you're like, I'm gonna murder this person because they're a garbage human being. Popeye kind of had no plot too. Every plot, Olive Oil gets kidnapped by Bruno. Popeye eats spinach and gets drunk. Popeye kicks Bruno's ass. Same plot every episode. That's what I thought it was. All right, that's why I was gonna put it in the meh category, because that's exactly what I thought it was. But again, I haven't seen much of it, so I'll leave it behind, dude. Everyone pronounces it Flynn, not Flint. Even you did it. Flintstones. It's the Flint. Look, I mispronounce lots of words. You can't hold that against me. I mispronounce words constantly. I speak with a word slurry out of my mouth. I'm lucky that you guys can understand a single sentence that I managed to string together. I am not a good standard by which to hold mispronunciations of common words. Ironically, I overall like Popeye. I'm putting it in the I haven't seen enough of it to rank it category, alright? I'm having no strong opinions on this one. Alright, Scooby-Doo was a watch it if it's on and pretty low on that list for me. I was not a huge Scooby-Doo fan. I liked the movie. I kind of liked some of the crossover episodes. I always thought it was fun when they would do like the crossover episodes with like the Addams Family and the Globetrotters and stuff. But overall, I was never a huge Scooby-Doo fan. And again, I also kind of feel like, you know, again, it's one of these classic cartoons where the idea behind old television making was like you only ever write one episode. You only write one plot, and then you make a lot of episodes with the same plot, dude. Flintstones is the earliest method of making fire, but we know of by striking the stone with a harder metal or stone. It was Flintstones. Flintstones! Flintstones! You got the whole chat trying to figure out how to pronounce the Flintstones. Imagine not seeing Phineas and Ferb. Imagine being 15 and, you know, when that show came out. Imagine being like 17 when that show came out and working a full-time job to pay for your own car and cell phone bill as a teenager because you were financially independent at a very young age, which happened to be the same age that Phineas and Ferb was coming out. What's new, Scooby-Doo? What's new, Scooby-Doo? They're coming after you. You gotta solve that mystery. Remember, chat, this is not a theme song ranking list because that list would be very different, all right? Honestly, Avatar, doesn't have a great theme song. It has that same intro that gets super old because it describes the plot over and over again. But I believe with a little bit of training, that Aang can save the world. That's a terrible intro. I'm sorry, chat. That's an awful intro. Adventure Time, though, top tier intro. If you could like Adventure Time or not, you have to agree that Adventure Time has a fantastic intro. It's an adorable, heartwarming intro. I'm a writer, but I like all the shitty stuff on television that rots your mind. Maybe you also want to write trash. Trash is super profitable. That song slaps. No to what? No to what, dude? Chad, does anybody know what the hell this show is right here? Where'd it go? This one. Does anybody know what the hell this show is? Oh my god, I do know. I haven't watched. I think I actually have watched a couple episodes of this show. I just realized this was that Andre 3000 TV show that had like one season. What is this terrifying looking monstrosity of a show right here, chat? Somebody, for the love of God, tell me what the hell is going on there. Peggy says, hey buddy, you want a Scooby snack? Yes, daddy? No, bad cane. Be grapefruit. Not that it's bad, it's just 2 minutes long. I don't know, man. I'm not ranking it. I'm not ranking it and fighting over it when I don't know. Has an incredible theme song. Nice. F-Zero Mute City. Is it bad that I was like, this is a Smash Bros track? To be fair, I think this is a Smash Bros track because I think this track is specifically F-Zero, whatever, Mute City from Smash Bros, not from the F-Zero series. Never seen it either. Yeah. SpongeBob SquarePants is grapefruit. Worst show, dude. Everybody loves SpongeBob. SpongeBob is garbage. I'm just kidding, chat. I'm sure some of you probably just unsubscribed to me. SpongeBob is, of course, a damn good show. I'd put it like here. Of course SpongeBob is a good show, chat. Don't be stupid. Alright, don't be an idiot, chat. Don't believe everything that comes out of my mouth immediately. Where are we gonna hide the bodies? Ruh-roh, Raggy. It's like you committed their murder, Raggy. A man had a talking dog. That is just bizarre. I think Ben 10 was pretty good. Like, near the bottom of that list. I'm always a sucker for a show that has like a lot of different creative style superpowers and villains and keeps it fresh. You know, Ben 10, a lot of different heroes and villains that I think were all done really well. Batman Beyond had a lot of good villains. Courage the Cowardly Dog did have a lot of really good villains, which made it really good. What else? Jackie Chan Adventures excelled in that. Danny Phantom excelled in this. Teen Titans excelled in this. I never knew Aaron Wigwam was so witty. Thank you, Songbad. SpongeBob is bad. Oh, clearly you're on a little bit of a chat lag because you're about to be really disappointed. Uh-oh. He is not gonna like the sentence that comes out of my mouth after that. SpongeBob's great, dude. You're wrong. Codename Kids Next Door was another show like this. Codename Kids Next Door had some great episodes. Honestly, I think Codename Kids Next Door was a damn good show. Okay, why in God's name is Tom and Jerry so low? Because it's bad, duh. What do you think would win? Scooby and Shaggy versus Snoopy and Woodstock? Snoopy and Woodstock, dude. Snoopy and Woodstock, smarter, braver, more resourceful, alright? Scooby and Shaggy, cowardly, always hungry and probably stoned, and basically only succeed in anything because their friends carry them, alright? They are definitely like getting carried all the time. You realize your underwear is on backwards all day? Oof, this is awkward. I mean, you didn't have to tell everybody. What's up, B-son? Look, dude, you can't join the stream an hour and 45 minutes late and then come in demanding explanations for things that I spent 20 minutes lecturing the chat on earlier. Alright? To give you the quick summary, Tom and Jerry is low because it's just animals beating up other animals with no plot for 1,000 episodes. And I did not like it. What else? We're getting into some, there's some good stuff left here. Lilo and Stitch was pretty good. I think Lilo and Stitch was definitely at least one of the best movie to TV show transitions that was ever made. Like, not a lot of shows start as movies and then get a TV show and then are actually good. Lilo and Stitch was. Again, you had a lot of like cool, creative, different aliens for them to catch, the experiments that they had to catch. And I think the show did a really good job writing and coming up with creative, different experiments. I totally agree about the SS and SW. Scooby and Shaggy versus Snoopy and Woodstock, but you know Woodstock is a stoner. Well, that's fair. I mean, being a stoner doesn't automatically disqualify you. There's certain levels of stoners, you know, some stoners are Seth Rogen, right? Some stoners are incredibly successful and productive stoners, and then some stoners are losers that live in a van and talk to their dog and eat 15 million calories worth of sandwiches a day, all right? Woodstock is a Seth Rogen. Shaggy is a Shaggy. Quailman wore his underwear backwards too when he wasn't wearing it on his head. Dude, I love Quailman. Quailman's a great hero. I was at tutoring. Also, why don't you like the Cleveland show? I don't think it's very good. I think it's just more Seth MacFarlane garbage, and I also feel like what is the point of that show existing at all when Seth MacFarlane already had 2 other shows on? Like, it doesn't feel like it's actually really any that different from Family Guy or American Dad. It's like a different flavor of what feels like exactly the same show, dude. Like, look at Mike Judd, right? Like, Mike Judd made Beavis and Butthead, then he made King of the Hill, and then he went on to make, not IT, I always want to say IT Crowd, but that's the British show. He went on to make Silicon Valley, dude. Like that man makes different shows in different worlds and across different mediums that all feel incredibly different, dude. Live in a van and talks to their dog. Sounds like California. Where does Scooby-Doo take place? Ambiguously across the United States, I guess, right? Quote, add Woodstock is a Seth Rogen. Super Booty Bros. If one of the mods wants to add that quote, make sure you add I want the whole quote added. Woodstock is a Seth Rogen. Shaggy is just a Shaggy. I think my stoner friends are on average more successful than my drunk friends. Oh, well, that's probably a pretty easy bet. It's a lot easier to be productive if you're smoking too much weed than if you're just drinking too much. So don't make fun of me for my stupidity, Geronis. Guys, don't be mean to each other for their stupidity. Look, man. You know, if you abuse alcohol or weed, you're gonna be in a bad spot either way. Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy? It's probably a damn good show. I think I watched like a billion episodes of Billy and Mandy, dude. Dude, the episodes of Billy and Mandy where the giant spider thinks that Billy is his dad and Billy is terrified of spiders is the funniest thing, dude. Like, it's not even a style of humor that I typically enjoy, because a lot of it is even like, it's like Billy beating up the spider and slapstick humor, which we've talked extensively about how it's not my favorite thing. But just something about those episodes always killed me. And Mandy is great. I mean, Mandy was a great character. Billy and Mandy were both fantastic. The episode where Billy's afraid of, what is it, like oranges, vampires, and clowns, and like inflatables, and everybody dresses up with oranges, clowns, inflatables, or whatever it was. This show had some great moments, dude. Under Arrest Series, I think maybe Scooby-Doo was mostly based in Canada. Okay. Daria? Dude, wait, Mike Judd did Daria? I never knew that. That's great, dude. I've never seen Daria extensively. Dude, oh man. There's some really great, obscure, late 90s adult television shows that never really got popular. Or like, super popular compared to some of the ones we know of. There's some real gold mines hidden away in there, dude. I was just joking, man. Carter said don't make fun of him. And I was just piling on that. It's okay, man. Don't take it so seriously. Can you put Doug, aka the world? Wow. Bison, though, wow. You managed to cram 2 terrible opinions into one tiny little comment. That's incredible. I give you applause, dude. 2 horrible, horrible comments crammed together in one sentence. Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Destroy us all! Billy is so good, dude. If only had a larger wrench. 10 likes, hype! Oh, it only says I have 9 likes on my screen. Oh, regardless, 10 or 9. Appreciate the likes and the support as always, chat. You're fucking amazing! Don't ever forget it. Destroy us all! Destroy us all! The total drama deserves to be in the meh category for sure. Dude, no, that opinion's just bad. Sorry, man. That's a bad opinion. I give that opinion a grapefruit out of opinions. Kim Possible is a pretty good show. Probably about here-ish, like with Batman Beyond. Maybe a little better than Batman Beyond. I love Kim Possible, man. How could you not? Jimmy Neutron, Brain Blast. It was kind of more of a watch if it's on. I think if you had asked me a while back, I would have maybe ranked it a little higher, but I think it doesn't really hold up super well. I think it's deteriorating as time goes on. Both the animation quality and the jokes, I think, have gone significantly downhill as the years have passed. Your opinion is still wrong, and if it's anything against mine, you're nitpicking and biased. Alright, donkey, calm down. And finally, Rugrats is a really damn good show. I'd probably put it here. Could do a little bit of tweaking. Am I happy with this? Do I have any last minute changes that I want to make? Honestly, I think this show's probably Grapefruit. This show's probably Grapefruit. I remember enough about these shows to remember I didn't like them. I think that these shows maybe weren't even that forgettable. I just didn't watch them and didn't watch a lot of them because I didn't like them very much. These shows, incredibly forgettable shows. These shows, super meh. Anything else that should be like rearranged? Invader Zim maybe deserves to go a little higher. I think this is pretty accurate. This, I think, category is a little wonky. Maybe like this. No, like this. I like to do it, you know, like, not just tier, but like within the tier too. I think Recess is better than Pinky and the Brain and Batman Beyond. Not better than Kim Possible. I think the Wild Thornberries is better than that. Yeah, this is fine. Lilo and Stitch, or Invader Zim is probably closer to here. Yeah, Invader Zim's closer to there. It definitely had some great moments. What about this? Billy and Mandy over Kids Next Door. Fairly Odd Parents, honestly, over Danny Phantom and Dexter's Lab. Hey Arnold. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends needs to go back a little bit. The Boondocks is just so horribly out of place here. I don't know how to compare it to these shows. It's not like this. It's such a different style of show. I feel like it's a much more adult. Rank by personalities? No. You could tell TD wasn't subtle. Total drama just by looking at the cover. Yeah. Never get my life as a teenage robot fans videos. What? Ken, are you talking about porn? Adorn special cookie cutters. You mean special pizza cutters? Rugrats pretty high. Teen Titans, SpongeBob all pretty high. Hey Arnold pretty high. I think this is more accurate. I think Jackie Chan maybe over Danny Phantom. These are incredibly even. Just imagine that these two are in the same spot entirely. I think this is it, chat. This is the final list. Alright, am I signed in? Yeah, I agree to your cookie playlist because this is gonna let me download this title of tier list. The cartoon picks. Did that work? Cool, it worked. Alright, let's drop this in the Discord right now before I forget. Oh my god. I think the thumbnail for this tier list in the Discord, I'm like 90% sure is a hentai profile. Are you kidding me? I can't. Why would you do this? I can't get the window to close. There we go. Thankfully you can close it from a different thing. It's kind of awkward, chat. The thumbnail for this, I am like 100. I'm like 90% sure. I'll say is hentai. You see this? It's kind of tiny. That is taken from an inappropriate adult comic fan fiction. There's no way it's not. The fuck? The fuck? No, I think Adventure Time is forgettable. I think you're incredibly incorrect on that. Dude, how is Adventure Time forgettable, man? Finn has to come to the realization that he was abandoned by his father and his mother and become a good person despite this. He deals with internalized depression. He grows as a character. He deals with heartbreak, love, and loss, dude. He loses his arm. My boy loses his arm and his dad again in the same world, like in the same day. Like, oh man, and the lore and the depth to that world are staggering. The amount of backstory going on in that world are just so well developed, dude. It's like Lord of the Rings deep with different kingdoms and worlds and battles and backstory and characters. Like, oh, how could you even say that? Adventure Time is iconic, dude. That'd be like forgetting Mario, dude. It's never like the show. SpongeBob is a grapefruit. Just kidding. I just haven't watched it. I mean, you got to appreciate it for the meme potential at least. I'll never forget. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm caught up. That's fine. I just like to talk passionately about it. Chat, you are actually allowed to have different opinions. I just, gonna greatly disagree. Is there any good Digimon ones on here? I feel like there's not. Just Digimon in general. This is just ranking like season 1 and season 2. It's a weird mix of Digimon from different seasons because it's missing a bunch. Like, why are like some of the evolutions on here not the base levels? It's very weird. Or like, yeah, like this, she is a mega evolution of this one. And this one's like super obscure. This is super obscure. Who the hell made this? Whoever made this is garbage. You'll be watching Cartoon Network, then bam, Adventure Time. Come on, grab your friends, we'll go to very distant lands. Wasn't a fan, but you don't forget it. Best Pokemon? No, we did Best Pokemon a long time ago, actually, so we don't want to do it again. Doug is BS. Look, dog, you're probably just too young to have understood Doug when it was running. All right, you're probably like a little baby, like little dumb baby shows when Doug was on. Me, I was an established older kid, all right? I was the cool 5th grader watching Doug because it had intellectual depth, and you were a dumb baby watching dumb baby shows like Phineas and Ferb or whatever. Wow, just like Lisa? What about Lisa? If we weren't allowed to have our own opinions, we would be forced to ban you? Oof. Oof. Samuel DMO Dungeon List. Digimon Humans! Chat, I bet you no one in chat cares about Digimon as much as me, so I probably won't do it. I was just really impressed that it was somehow an entire category on this website. Digimon Perfect Level? Oh, and this is obscure. This is like Digimon that weren't even in the anime. This is like some Digimon that purely existed in video game and card game form. Holy crap. Whoever made this was a diehard fan of Digimon. Alright, we won't do Digimon because you guys probably don't really care about Digimon. I think that we could technically get away with doing some anime if we wanted to. What is in the shonen anime? I think the problem is there's too many animes I haven't seen. The only way I could really do a good anime list would be if we got one that I made myself ahead of time and uploaded all the animes I had seen. I would say I've probably seen like maybe 15 to 20 animes at most. I don't even know, it might not even be that much. It might be 10 to 20 animes. It could be anywhere in there. If we're talking animes I think I've seen all the way through its entirety, it's maybe closer to 10. Animes that I've seen at least 3 or 4 episodes of, maybe closer to 20. Do a Breaking Bad list? Nah, man, cartoons. Digimon? I love Digimon to death, dude. Doogie Howser MD? Everyone knows Doug is BS. Everybody loves Doug, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. Deletes more messages in the streams that are all from Carter Van Patten. Yeah. A man retracts a lot of statements. Why did he make me say preposterous? I don't know, man. Every time I see Adventure Time where people talk about Nancy, is there a beginning part of that sentence, or was that the whole sentence? Every time I see Adventure Time, people talk about Nancy. What? People actually know the Digimon's law. I love Digimon, dude. Best Yu-Gi-Oh card. Pod agreed. Yeah, easy tier list. No point wasting our time. God, what year do I live in? It's 2020, baby. Did you do an Isaac one? I'm not gonna do an Isaac one today, I don't think. Didn't post that. I want to do an Isaac item tier list after we get 100% completion on our save profile. We'll do that one after we do 100% completion on an Isaac stream. I've only seen 2 seasons of JoJo. I don't want to do a character tier list. I know one person who likes Doug Yu. Yeah, that's because all you know are babies. Alright, you know, dumb babies who like dumb baby shows. What else could we do here? DreamWorks animated villains. How many animated villains do I know on this list? I'm immediately thinking not a lot of them. I immediately don't know most of who these people are. I think I only know, like, mostly just the Shrek ones. So that's gonna be a no. Hopefully we live in the final year of the USA dictatorship. I'm not gonna get into politics, but yes. Yes, yes, yes. Does anybody have an idea they want to spit out? Maybe we do branch off of cartoons a little bit. Well, I wouldn't mind finding a good anime one. Anime favorites? Dragon Ball Z characters? I know Trevor doesn't want me to do anime, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. Oh, this one is the one that's like, Jesus, I don't recognize so many of these. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna need titles, dude. I'm gonna need the titles on the animes or I'm not gonna stand a chance. I don't recognize the strong majority of them. This is Yu Hakusho. This is an SSS tier anime. Not really. I love this anime to super death so much, but I admit that it has flaws and it's a little older and it's very cheesy, like early anime at times. Do Disney villains? Disney villains is not a bad idea. What else would be on here? What do I recognize? So few of these shows. This is Berserk, which I've never seen. I've seen this show. I remember nothing about it. I've seen the entirety of Soul Eater, and I don't remember anything about it. Mushishi, I've only seen a few episodes of, but it's amazing. Kill La Kill, I did not like. Gurren Lagann. Gurren Lagann is like an SS tier show with Yu Yu Hakusho. Amazing show. Actually, it's probably not totally fair. Gurren Lagann is probably like SS, and Yu Yu Hakusho is probably not quite as good as that. God, look how many, there's so many shows here I don't know. Rurouni Kenshin I know of, but I haven't seen enough of it. That's like some weird show. You know, can I be honest, chat? Evangelion is like C tier. It's not that good. You guys think Evangelion is so good, and it's not. All right, Evangelion is just over the top weird for weirdness sake. It's not that good. It doesn't have an excuse not to have an ending. If it had an ending, it might have been better, but it doesn't. And you know what? It's not that good of a show overall. All the characters are unlikable. There's not a single likable character in that show, with maybe the exception of the penguin. Any ones for animals? Animals? No, we gotta stick with the cartoons. Am I the only one still on YouTube? What do you mean? We're all on YouTube right now. Confused by that question. Doug is a boring show? You're a boring show. Boom, got him. Boom, roasted. Soul Eater is like a D tier. Mushishi is probably like an SS tier from what I've seen. I haven't seen a lot of it, but it was really good. I thought Kill la Kill was like pretty trash, honestly. It's like what there was Soul Eater. Like Evangelion, just like too dark to be like no redeeming, like uplifting moments, no balance, and how depressing it was. And I feel like you really need that balance. Trigun was pretty good-ish. It's like of that same level. Like Evangelion, it's not that Evangelion is bad, I would say. It's just that it's not anywhere near as good as everyone says. And then if you say that, people go like, oh my god, Evangelion's the best show in the world. You're an idiot. I'm like, no, dog, you're an idiot. Why do you need likable characters? Because you need someone or something for your audience to latch onto in the show. You need someone that the audience can like root for or against, but the problem is when all of your main characters are good guys, but they're all incredibly unlikable, like what do you root for, right? Like Breaking Bad's got great characters that even though they're terrible people and anti-heroes, you can root for them. You need someone you can at least relate to or like, or you know, yeah, a show does need somewhat likable characters, at least relatable characters. I don't have a show, so you're stupid. Yeah, well, maybe you do have a show. Maybe yeah, you are stupid. You have a whole bunch of different characters and personalities. The only one I see chatting on YouTube is me. I see nobody else in chat. You should refresh. Other people are still chatting. Don't you hear me reading like 1,000 other comments right now? You should refresh, dog. Everybody else is pretty active in chat right now. You might as well hand me a pen and a sheet of papyrus and ask me to identify and rank Japanese or Korean characters. Look, this is gonna be a quick one. I'm just gonna go through a couple that I recognize, though. Oh my god, the memes my friend sent me. Do a Breath of the Wild weapons list? Dude, I haven't played that game since it came out. I don't know that I would be a good source of knowledge for it right now. Alright, what other shows on here do I recognize and have an opinion on? Like I said, it's not a ton. And I feel like there's shows on here that I'm just not gonna recognize. It's like tiny thumbnails for, you know? I really, really wish if you would hover over them, it would like give you a brief title, but I can understand why this game can't do that. Pokemon is an awful show, if we're being honest. I think I'm gonna assume this is all Pokemon, not just specifically Johto. Yeah, and I thought we were all on Twitch. No, everybody's on YouTube. I'm not even streaming on Twitch. Making a tier list about Gravity Falls, nice. I only have a show in my head, and me and the boys time travel to Nazi Germany and beat up Hitler, so... Hey man, that's how Captain America got his start. And everybody loves Captain America. Pokemon is the same plot every time, dude, and it's not good, and it's just made to sell toys and games. Bottom tier. Low tier. This is like Sword Art Online, I think, but I've never seen a single episode of it. I have no idea what's going on here. This guy looks like bad generic Goku. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'll put in here in the like kind of meh overrated category. I really wanted to like JoJo, guys. I really wanted to. I plowed through 2 seasons And it's not that I like hated it, but like my god, I just didn't get what was going on in that show. Like it's not even that, I got it. I just like didn't get the appeal of it, I guess. This show, okay, Pokemon should go up here. This is one of my least favorite shows I've ever watched. It is pure violence porn. It is literally just like the most horrific animated violence the creator could think of with very little substance, and it's not good. Like the writing is bad. The writing is not good, and the whole draw of the show is like, hey, do you like to watch people get their heads cut off? No? Oh. Never mind. Bro, that Brotherfree episode made me cry. One good episode out of 1,000 does not a good show make, alright? That's just playing the numbers. Alright? Of course, eventually, if you put out a bazillion episodes, you're gonna get a couple of winners in there, alright? But that's, you know, doesn't really count, dude. You said you plowed through 2 seasons. Season 3 is where it picks up. Look, dude, I already watched 24 episodes. I watched everything that was on Netflix. Season 3 isn't on Netflix. If I didn't like the first 2 seasons, like, I'm just not gonna keep watching forever and ever because people are like, oh, it gets better, 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 it gets better. Like, well, I need it to be good, like, at some point, dude. The original Dragon Ball was really, really good. I think this needs to go lower. Yeah. Season 3 is where it picks up. What the fuck, Kane? What the fuck? I love JoJo. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, watch season 3. No. Look, I'll maybe watch season 3 if they put it out on Netflix, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch it because I didn't really like it that much. Find you youngins kind of strange, right? As long as you're all on the same page, it's all good. I know it changes the formula, but like, dude, it's just like, look, I said I'm not gonna go out of my way to watch a show I've already seen 24 episodes of and didn't enjoy that much. If they put it on Netflix, maybe I'll watch it. Fairy Tail was not good. It was like pretty forgettable, like young teen, preteen anime kind of stuff. All right, where were we? There's just, I wish there was an easier way to eliminate all these ones. This one I remember. This is this Psycho Pass or is this the other one? Let me look this up. There's 2 that I am thinking of that this could be. I think this is Psycho Pass. Yeah, that's Psycho Pass. Psycho Pass was pretty good. Pretty dark. Pretty fun. I'd put it up like right here. Like, I'd put it above these. Crying over Pokemon sounds insane. Pokemon it had a good episode, dude. It has a couple of good episodes. It's just overall it's garbage. Crying over any fictional media may sound insane, but it happens. That's a fair counterpoint. I cry over a lot of fictional media. How do I post it to Discord? You say you have to download the picture, and then you can upload it in the tier list category. There's a tier list heading in the Discord that you'll find. I vaguely know what this show is, but I've never seen it. Oh, I remember this show. This is that vampire show, isn't it? Hellsing? Or what is that? What is that vampire anime show? I remember watching that, dude. Not that. Was it Hellsing? Yeah, Hellsing. With the scary, spooky vampire guy, the show was alright. I give that show like a that category. Comes yokai watch anime for big kids. I've been known to cry when I have to eventually toss out a worn out pair of hardworking shoes. So much history. Yeah, dude, they get that sentimental value going, right? This is Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, Dragon Ball Z is pretty great. I'm gonna put it in the A tier though. Honestly, Yu Hakusho is so much better than Dragon Ball Z in like every single way. Like literally every way it is better. Okay, now we're, oh, I watched some of this. This show I did not like. This is down here with Elf and Lead as far as shows that are just like, we get it, you're edgy and you're violent, but like where's the substance to go along with it? Edgy and violent works a lot better when you like have substance that like carries that weight. Otherwise it's just you indulging in a fantasy of like darkness. Afro Samurai it's really, really good, dude. I own like a special edition DVD box set of Afro Samurai downstairs. Ozario Vampire, Helsing Vampire Knight, Blue Exorcist, it was Helsing. It was Helsing. I'm actually surprised at how many of these I recognize. I know for a fact there's probably some on here that I watched that I probably wouldn't even remember, or like wouldn't at least recognize from the small ass picture. I think this is that ping pong animation everybody talks about all the time, but I don't know it. Cannot tell what's going on in a lot of these pictures, so I'm just gonna assume I don't know. I never watched Bleach. I don't really know much about Bleach. Alright, come on. I know there's gotta be more shows in here that I know and recognize. I haven't really seen One Punch Man. Here we go. This show is the greatest anime of all time. This show is the best anime and one of the best TV shows of all time, period. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is just genuinely one of the most well-written shows I have ever had the pleasure to watch. Is this Steins Gate? I think it's Steins Gate. Steins Gate goes here in this like middling category. It's like, it's okay. It's like, I don't like it as much as a lot of people like it, but I guess I can kind of understand why they like it. Alright, what else do we have in here? I never really watched Naruto. Or Naruto Shippuden. This is Attack on Titan. I do know Attack on Titan. That show's pretty good. This show gets you emotionally invested in characters before it just starts with its gruesome violence. See, it's not that violence is necessarily the problem in these shows. It's just that, like, violence with a good plot and characters is really powerful, and without is just really dumb, like self-indulgent and cheap. It's like the jump scares of like storytelling, right? It lacks substance. I think there's actually going to be animes on here that that's missing. Samurai Champloo. Yeah, it's an SS tier, dude. It's an SS tier for sure. One Punch? I've only seen like one episode of One Punch Man. It seemed good. I just didn't really care to watch that much more of it. Okay, so show... Oh, I know this one. This is Bacano. I watched this. This was okay. So, either I'm not recognizing it or it's not on here, but Darker Than Black. I'm probably just not recognizing it. I remember Darker Than Black was like a really good anime. I would probably go here in the B category. My Hero Academia, honestly, it's like Soul Eater and Fairy Tail. It's just kind of like, it's not that good, dude. Aaron is making me watch anime. I'm about to leave. Whoa, bro. At least wait until the stream's over, dog. Oh yeah, chat, I guess I should mention that this is probably the last stream until Saturday. Probably. Tomorrow night I'm busy. Thursday and Friday I've got to work a shoot. So unless I get incredibly lucky and they end up like wrapping early one of those days, I won't be able to stream. So probably the next stream after today is going to be Saturday afternoon, when I like early afternoon, before I do stuff in the evening time. I think that's all the animes I recognize, honestly. That's all the anime-mes I know on here. I think I know a couple that maybe weren't on here, but not enough to really recall and think about at this exact moment. I need to like watch some more anime, dude. F. Indulging in darkness, wish Mac was here. I woke up in a dream and prowled the house to find my stalker. The dog opened the door and a tall, pretty woman walked in. I uppercutted her? She was your stalker? I guess that's fair. She was breaking into your house and she was stalking you? I think we're gonna allow that uppercut. Wii Sports? Yep. It's the main theme for Wii Sports. Nintendo's greatest game of all time. To be honest, chat, I don't think I'm even gonna save this one because it's not that extensive. Okay, so I like the idea of ranking Disney movie villains. Wow, I cannot spell. Ultimate Disney movies? Should we do Disney movies or should we do Disney villains, chat? Overall movies or specifically go into the villains category? What do we want to do though? Why though? Why this song? It's just on the playlist. I don't know. It's a good song. Good music. Any opinions, chat? I think I would maybe just go for movies. Is this just Disney and Pixar movies right here? Yeah, Disney and Pixar films. I think I want to do this one. Why is Star Wars on here? I refuse to rate Star Wars on this list, alright? Do you have a list of animals? Villains. Oh, okay, yo, you guys seem to want villains. Kaiji S tier, fight me? I don't know what that is, so I'm not gonna fight you. That's not a thing I have an opinion on. Maybe you're right, maybe you're wrong, I don't know. I don't really feel like listing animals, man. That could be an okay one, but I would want to do that one probably at the beginning of a stream when I'm fresher. Alright, I got 2 votes for villains, so even though I more felt like doing movies, I can give the chat what they want. Disney movie villains. Chat, don't make fun of me, I don't know how to spell. I never learned to spell. Well, I can't read! It's like not loading. Okay, I was like, oh god, is my internet gonna die? Disney, maybe I should just type in Disney villains. Chat, it's very embarrassing. Studio Ghibli movies. I do think I've actually seen most Studio Ghibli movies. Animals need more time, exactly. Can I post my poetry in chat again? You know what, man, go for it. Where can I not find this? Antagonist? You think it's under antagonist instead? Maybe I just gotta search for it. Nope. Disney villains? Chat, I'm not finding one, dude. Not sure what else to type in that it would pop up under. Disney, maybe Disney movie? Like, the auto search is being so slow, too. Website, like, working right now? I feel like it's not even going anywhere or doing anything. Disney movie search. Disney movies, ooh, dude, Disney Channel movies. Disney Channel movies. Soundtracks, Cars the movie, toys. That's incredibly specific. Disney movie, Disney movie, Pixar, Disney movie. I don't think there is one, chat. I don't think there is one. It doesn't seem like anybody's made one yet. If I say offensive, I don't mean words, I mean meanings for your words. Yeah, but also words, depending on the words. Both. Disney movie. If I auto scroll through some of the results. Disney movie characters, Pixar films, Kingdom Hearts, all the Disney princesses. Disney and Pixar villain tier list. Here we go. I don't know, chat. Is this a good selection of villains? I'm trying to think of who I don't recognize. I don't recognize this one. I know who this guy is, but I have not seen Princess and the Frog. Tarzan. Charming. I have no idea who that is. What else is on here? Some of these I might need your help with, chat. I have no idea who that is. Also don't know who that is. Pretty sure that's from Portal. Pretty sure that's GLaDOS from Portal. What offensive words have you not used verbally in your streams? Slurs, mostly, I guess is what I was referring to. Did I miss the list? You missed most of the listing, Mac. Disney Channel movie, dude. Alright, hold on, let's catch up. Once a girl called Jill who swallowed an exploding pill in North Carolina. They found her vagina and bits of her boobs in Brazil. What a limerick. Your favorite show movie characters? What offensive word did Big Mac? Where have you been, bro? What's up, Mac? Alright, anybody else in here I don't recognize? I think I know who everybody... I know this is a Cars villain. I don't care about that. I don't know who this old guy is. Wait, is this the guy from Up? Was he really a villain? This is... Okay, so this is just straight up don't know. This is like poo-poo head villains, which is not good. This is like... It's gotta be your like love to hate. Evil. Evil. Mostly evil. Dummies. Poo-poo heads. The clown is from inside, out. Oh, inside. And the robot is from Wall-E. Oh, I've seen both of those, and they did not leave an impression, so... But not rank them. That one chick is from Tangled. This one, I thought she might have been from Tangled. I haven't seen Tangled, so we're not gonna rank that one. The lady with the black hair is from Tangled. Yeah, I have not seen Tangled, so we're not gonna watch her. Actually, you know, chat, I don't think this is a good way to rank this. This is really hard to rank because some villains you like are just purely despicably evil and you love to hate them. Other villains you actually love because they're hilarious and they're incompetent morons, but like you love them anyways. These are horrible profile pics for the villains. I agree. I don't know. I guess we'll just try to go for it and see what we come up with. So Treasure Planet guy, if I remember correctly, he suckers them in. People like pure evil. It'll be like 90% evil. At least half evil. This will be evil dummies. Is there a correct way to spell dummy? Oh my god, I'm the dumbest person. You can put me in the dummies category too. B1 is from Jungle Book, I think. The serpent? Yeah, I know the serpent. I know the serpent. That guy. He's from the Jungle Book. What is this from Tarzan too? Am I crazy? I can't remember. Or is this from Jungle Book as well? I mean, not Tarzan. He's from Tarzan. Guys, I could either redeem the cursed one or you could save for EndMe. Oh my god. B-san has 5,000 points. Oh no. Are we about to hear cursed? Or is he gonna play the long game and get all the way to EndMe? Or dummy, you think dumb is you're a baby, you think Doug is bad, so two can play this game, dog. Alright, the Huns from Mulan, pretty evil villain. This guy, an incredibly evil villain, alright? He plays on our beloved hero's need for a father figure and paternal guidance in his life, pretends to give it to him, and then ultimately betrays him for greed. Horribly devastating and purely evil, dude. Tiger is not a villain here, I think Jungle Book? Treasure Planet guy redeems himself at the end. Does he? I don't remember enough about these movies, chat. I was never like a huge Disney guy. Like, I've seen a bunch of them, but I'm not an authority on these. I was not like a let's watch the same 15 Disney movies over and over again. Except for like a couple that I've seen many, many times as an adult, to be fair. I've seen more Disney movies as an adult than I ever saw as a kid, actually. Dun 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 dun. Death Mansion from A Link to the Past. This is actually the Link Between Worlds version. Thank you very much, internet. Yeah, I regret doing that, but it needed to be done. Sometimes you gotta do it, man. I'm a baby, I want my bottle, go get it. No. Tiger is not a villain. Yeah. I didn't think the Tiger was like a villain though. Turbo sucks. He's super annoying as King Candy and Turbo. I don't know who you're talking about. He does redeem himself at the end. We're gonna talk him purely about like villainy categories. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't be ranking based on evil. Read my poetry out loud on stream. GG. Thank you, Geronis, for the dono. You're sick, dog. You're so sick, man. Bro, I appreciate all the money you've donated to this channel, man. Your support is incredible, dude. There it goes. Thank you so much for the dono, man. You're my #1 benefactor. Treasure Planet guy becomes good at the end. I think I'm still gonna put him here. Maybe Pure Evil is not the name that the category should be headed as, but as a well-written villain, you gotta love him as a well-written villain, dude. Turbo-tastic. Dude, Geronis is sick, dude. What a sick chatter. I don't know what Turbo-tastic is. Yzma is an evil dummy. See, should I rank them based on how evil they are, or should I rank them based on, like, how much I like them? What's better, chat? Is it better to rank them on how much you like them, or how evil they were? Alright, chat, what should we do? Should we stick with this kind of ranking, or should I retool this for, like, just how much we like them as villains? Geronis, very kind. Too kind. What a guy, dude. Keeping the stream afloat, dog. Did you, like, so you have to get like $100 to get a YouTube payout? Like, I feel like Geronis is he's like 90% of what I have so far. It's like, okay, maybe it's like 10% advertisements. Noxman popped off, and then Geronis. So it's like, it's all that. Like, it's a good mix, but it's mostly Geronis, dude. Rank them on how much we like them. Okay, so we should do love to hate. There's some bad dudes. About evil, rank based on evil. I think, yeah, but I think we shouldn't do the evil. The third you put is DK and Turbo from Wreck-It Ralph. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, I don't really remember him that much, so I'm not gonna rank him. I've seen Wreck-It Ralph, though. How evil the villain is compared to. Probably how good of a villain they are. Isn't just bad, but entertaining. True. Was the villain good for the story? Yeah, okay, I agree with that. Love to hate. Bad dudes. Okay, so maybe we're gonna categorize. This is gonna be more of like a categorization. You know what? Actually, I have a better idea, chat. I think this is where we go to the quadrant. I think this is a quadrant. I think that you go from like pure evil to like Heart of Gold. And then I think you do like genius. And then down here you have big dummies. This is what I think we do. I think we do the quadrant. I think the quadrant is way smarter for this one. That's what we need to come up with, dude. If I keep coming to every stream, staying for the whole stream and donating, will I get MVP of the year? I think you will at that point. I think you're on your way to the top, kid. You know, you had a couple of great amateur games. We'd love to see what's in store for this Geronis guy, all right? He's got a bright career ahead of him. Is A1 a cockroach that goes straight to tier 1? Oh, the cockroach, he's from Bug's Life? He must be from Bug's Life because he's not an ant. Or is he from Ants? Is he from Ants or is he from A Bug's Life? Those movies are so interchangeable in my head. I don't remember what movie he's in, but I do remember him. He's so annoying, dude. Who's so annoying? Nice quad! Bro, you got the whole squad laughing. Power plus evil, good. Chat, how do you feel about this grid? You like the grid? I think the grid is a good way to go. This shit, we were ranking villain categorically based on political belief? We're not gonna do that. Might be, he is a grasshopper. Oh my god, Breath of the Wild! Bro, I'm impressed with your ability to recognize Breath of the Wild music. This is the Breath of the Wild main theme. If only you knew. Alright, chat. This is much better. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to stick all the we don't knows anymore to get them out of our way. So we'll just have to go with this. Okay, so let's start grabbing it. Yzma is as far down on the big dummy category as you could go. Yzma, also, I feel like pretty evil, but not quite like pure evil. I then put Yzma all the way down on big dummy and like about 75% over on pure evil. I'm about to cry. Aw. Nissan does have a heart. Boogeyman is really good. Then again, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. He's from Bug's Life. Okay, thank you. Played that game to death twice, of course, another soundtrack. I only played it to death once. I need to get on a second playthrough. We are over 2 hours now. Before Aaron Wigwam crashes the stream again, drop it a like. Yeah, thanks, man. Man, my internet sucks. I can't help it. I was supposed to call my ISP today, and I totally was lazy and didn't, because no one wants to call their internet service provider. He's not a cockroach, he's a grasshopper. Also, Ants is a very different movie from Bug's Life. Not in my memory, they're not. They're all just jammed together in some kind of weird conglomeration up in my brain. Hades is, he's not quite as big of a dummy as Yzma. He is pretty evil. He's as evil as Yzma, I think. He's definitely in the big dummy evil quadrant, dude. AFK for a bit? Alright. Is that Scorpion from Mortal Kombat at 8-4? Ooh, what? No. Cruella de Vil, as evil as it gets, definitely a little higher on the intelligence, you know. She is no dummy. You cannot deny Cruella de Vil's a crafty and cunning villain. Restarting my second playthrough or starting a new one, but you never gave me your opinion on whether or not you should do that. I can't tell you that. That depends on how long it's been since the last time you played. Who came red as your stream crashed? Oh, yeah, some random kid did yesterday. It's a Termite War scene from Ants, get an idea of how different it is. Bro, I've seen both movies. I'm just making a point that I saw them both at a young age, and like my brain has combined many of the characters and plot points together. Take out those little images, lols. Oh, we can definitely zoom in on this one. Alright, who else is in here that we want to... Okay, so this guy ended up redeeming himself, right? But before that, he was pretty evil. I don't think he was particularly that smart. I think you gotta put him like right in the middle, because he ends on a high note. Hades isn't dumb, everyone surrounding him put him... No, dude, I can tell you why he's dumb, right? If Hades was smarter, he wouldn't rely on such idiots to do all of his bidding, alright? Your team reflects on you as a leader, and if you as a leader choose to give too many duties to stupid people, and those stupid people fuck up those duties like you should have known they would have, that's on you. That reflects poorly on you and your intelligence. You know, that's your ability to be a strong leader being called into question. Everyone surrounding him is, but put him in genius? No, dude. No. I'm sorry, you know. And to a certain degree, you have to rank the villains and their posse as well. You somewhat have to assume that as we're ranking these villains, somewhat these individual villains are representative of their entire movement. I sometimes say the F word. I'm an adult. I'm allowed to do that. Calm down, Mom. I can say the F word. I'm 27. Played it at the start of the school year, but quiet because of drift controls. It sounds like what you need to do is not start over on Breath of the Wild. You need to get a new controller. Is that hella big dummy? No, dog. There was 101 dogs, alright? If it was 10 dogs outsmarting her, maybe. She's not a hella dummy, bro. What are you're so off. Not a person? It's a destination? I don't think it's either. That's Haiti. Grasshopper guy? He's pretty damn evil. And he was pretty smart. He had an entire, like, suppressive culture he was manufacturing. Alright, fine. I'll move her down a little bit, alright? Maybe she's a little dumber. Alright, she's no Yzma, though, alright? Yzma's a big dummy. Simple plan, went horribly awry, relied on all the wrong people. Not a very brilliant or smart plan to begin with, quite frankly. Put this guy like here. Maybe, okay, fine. Maybe she goes like on the line. But she hates dogs, and only purely evil people hate dogs, so she goes all the way on the pure evil. This bug guy, an absolute ass. Maybe not pure evil, but maybe like here-ish. We're gonna adjust as we go, chat. Maybe a little less for him and a little smarter. Maybe like here-ish. Yzma has got to be our bottom of the barrel big dummy, though. I pray none of us ever burn alive in Haiti. Same. Did I want to restart because I want to have a little newer experiences? Then restart. Play Breath of the Wild music? No. I'm gonna play what I want to play. Scar, very evil, very smart. Led an entire shadow organization of hyenas who were idiots to very great success. Overthrew a government, Very evil, betrayed his brother and his brother's son to become leader, and was a very smart and intelligent leader. Pretty evil, pretty genius. All right. Also, we have Gaston, big dummy, kind of lovable. He is a terrible piece of garbage, true, but he does sing a lot, and you kind of gotta love him a little bit. Scar can go F himself? Yeah, I mean, he can, but that doesn't disregard the fact that he was a smart, incompetent, and evil villain. Don't know. This one is from Zootopia. I want to say pretty evil, but also pretty dumb. The plan was to incite a race war, which is pretty shitty of you. I'm just not impressed by any like high-level scheme. It's pretty like mid-level scheming right here, right? Not like dummy category, but like not great. They're cocked up? Wow, okay. Yeah, dude, people who make dogs fight are just absolute garbage people. The live action, but who cares? Yeah. You know, I mean, let's be honest too. He was a piece of garbage. It was very prejudiced against the beast based on the way he looked. But he was in his own right trying to help. Alright? In his own big dummy kind of way, he was trying to help. Now, does that justify him being a bad person? Not really. But, you know, to be fair, it wasn't just that he thought she was kidnapped. She technically was kidnapped. Alright? Beast did actually literally kidnap Belle. He didn't just, like, accidentally kidnap Belle. He literally kidnapped Belle. That's not great. I think his Hades voice actor would share his place on the tier list because he's also a dumb scumbag. You know, method actors, what you gonna do? Sometimes they never stop method acting. Thanks for tuning in. I'm still a piece of garbage. What is that dude's name? I love him. Him and all of his little musical videos and his history of everything videos are so good. Who else is out there? I mean, my man led an entire nation to war. He was very evil. He was a huge genius. I think he's got to be our upper right, like, marker. Like, he's our upper right echelon. He is as evil and as genius as it gets, I think, on this list. We're gonna adjust as we go, chat, but it is what it is. Okay. Oh. Hook the Pirate? Definitely big dummy energy for sure. But how evil was Hook? Hook wasn't evil to, like, his men. What did Hook want to do? Did he want to murder Peter Pan, or did he want to force Peter Pan to grow up? How do you accidentally kidnap people? I didn't say accidentally kidnap people. Oh, I guess I said he didn't. Well, to be fair, I said he didn't, so I don't know. I didn't mean accidentally kidnap people, I meant kidnap. Well, actually, I guess you could technically accidentally kidnap somebody. You know, mistakenly drive someone away without knowing it. I don't know. There's possibilities. There's always a scenario. Open up your imagination a little bit, dude. Oh, you're guessing what this is? This is Rito Village. Yeah, she was a borderline sexual predator. I feel like you're giving him a pass because he's hot. I think that you're not regarding how stupid he is. I think he had more well intentions than you give him credit for. Look, man, I didn't put him all the way to the left, all right? And this is gonna shift, all right? Don't come in here halfway through me doing my job and tell me I'm not doing it right, all right? I'm not done yet, all right? Save your criticism for the end, please. I feel like you are maybe once again overblowing out of proportion the morals and tendencies of a children's movie, which may seem hypocritical for me to say at this exact moment, but I don't care. I swear she said she was 18. Whoa, what? No, I did not say anything remotely close to that. Please don't put pedophilia words in my mouth, chat. Chat, please don't put things that can be interpreted as horribly racist, sexist, or, I guess, pedophilic in my mouth. It's things I don't say. Por favor, thanks, chat. Love you. Bye. Hook tried to murder innocent. Was he trying to murder the children? That's what I was trying to remember. Was he trying to murder them or just force them to be a part of his crew and grow up? I'm not convinced he was trying to murder Mac. Mac, everybody's always a 10 out of 10 scumbag with you. And cartoons in real life. I need someone else's opinion on Hook's motivations. Fortunately, Captain Hook was the hero because Peter Pan is a child abuser. As Peter Pan wants all the children younger than him to never grow up. 18 is legal. The implications of that sentence were troubling, Trevor. My man got outsmarted by a crocodile and a bunch of children, so he's definitely got big dummy energy. Not quite as much, I think, as Yzma or Gaston, you know. Maybe Yzma up a little bit, and maybe Gaston is the biggest, dumbest villain. Fine, and I'll move him a little bit over to the right. Murder, I think. Alright. Fine, if he's trying to murder children, then he's gonna go over here. I always thought that, you know, I haven't seen Peter Pan in a long time. I always thought Hook was just trying to, like, bring the kids back either to, like, his pirate ship to be part of his crew, or that he was gonna rob them and force them to go back to the real world and leave Neverland. Not necessarily murder them. Maybe murder Peter Pan, but also maybe Peter Pan kind of deserved to be murdered by Captain Hook. I'm just saying, Peter Pan's a real bad person. I promise my humor would always be tact or funny. It's okay. It was more of a general statement on things that, on jokes that chat likes to make that I don't really feel comfortable with. Literally beats out of his best friend. He wants the Bella because she's the only girl that's not interested. I mean, dude, if we're bad people because we're attracted to females that aren't interested in us, then I guess put me in the fucking pure evil category too, Mac. I guess I'm pure evil because I'm also attracted to women who don't reciprocate my feelings. You know, it's a type, chat. Hook was literally trying to kill them. Definitely killed people, but not evil, though. He kills his own crew if they don't do something correctly. Oh, he killed his own crew? Alright, fine. He gets put over a little bit more. He gets to be way more evil. Alright, chat. Chat, given the information, I'm gonna move him over further. I think that you are being incredibly hyperbolic about Gaston, Mac. Incredibly hyperbolic. Alright, let's see. Who else was on here? Which one is what? This was from Sleeping Beauty. Right? I don't really remember these. Chat, this was a terrible idea. How do I can't get them off the list once I put them on the list. Okay. Is this the Sleeping Beauty villain? No, Maleficent is the Sleeping Beauty villain. So then she's from Cinderella? No, Lady Tremaine is from Cinderella. Who is this person? Where's she from? Is she not? Is she also from Cinderella? Or Sleeping Beauty? You read it too fast. Oh, I said he wouldn't kill his crew. Oh, okay. I'm gonna put him back a little bit. I'm gonna put him there with Hades. Rather than find something deeper than just Nookie. Sounds like you have similar criteria. Good for you. You know, we try to find something good. Yeah. You know, relationships, it's easy to find hookups, especially in, you know, youth culture. And being bi, it's easy to find hookups with guys in general. But, you know, if you want to date someone, you should put in more effort. Who else do I actually know of? I don't feel like I have that strong of an opinion. I feel like really most Disney villains are all just like equally evil, and like some of them are big dummies and some of them are mild dummies, and a few rare exceptions of them are smart. This guy, pretty evil, pretty smart. Who else is in here? This guy, you know, I think mildly evil, mildly intelligent, pretty middle of the road guy here. Sincere. He's definitely in like the smart and super evil petty category. The strawman Aaron Gaston isn't attracted. He constantly harasses Bill constantly. You fuck off with your slippery slope, over-the-type hyperbolic arguments, alright? Don't just throw out one logical fallacy word that you know and disregard my arguments about a fictional kids cartoon villain ranking tier list. Take it to 11, and then act like you're not being incredibly hyperbolic about what is a kid's show with your talks of like rape and whatever. It's a PG-rated kids Disney movie from like 45 years ago. Maybe you should calm down. I love you, Mac, but you are like way over the top with this Gaston hate. If anybody has a straw man here, it is absolutely you. You are being incredibly hyperbolic. Triforce Heroes music. Maybe you just hate Gaston because he's pretty. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you're giving him an anti-pass because he's attractive. What about that argument, Mac? I can spin stuff around. What's up, gamer girl? Wigwam just went off on Mac. I'm just kidding. Jesus Christ, calm down. That's a complete non sequitur. Chat, I'm not really mad. As though you're so smart, but you get to behave so. Mac is like a world champion debater, dude. Mac is like an incredibly good debater, which I hate. I don't want to have to debate him. Sorry, I'm super late, but yeah, I heard that. What's up, gamer girl? Hope you're having a good day. Better late than never, right? I wouldn't say that was going off. I was just kidding. Mac, I love you. I'm sorry. Who else is in here? Sir Hugs-a-Lot? Sir Hugs-a-Lot is... He's like the same pretty much villain as this guy, I want to say, to a point. These guys are like the exact same villain, dude. Queen from Snow White in the Heart of Gold category. She's a woman, tortures her. She's not in the Heart of Gold category. I was asking who she was. She has not been ranked yet. Queen from Snow... Oh, she's from Snow White. I forgot Snow White. No, she was not in that category. I was asking who she was. See, if you would... This proves, if you're not listening to me. If you were listening to me, you would have listened when I was trying to figure out who she was. See, Mac, arguing with me and you don't even listen? I'm saying he's pure evil. I'm saying he's a douche. Yeah, and I think a douche deserves to be in about right this category. Alright, no, she goes up. This corner is just getting way too crowded. Alright, but it is what it is. Alright, this guy, I mean, it's tough, right? Because he's actually literally a genius, but he had big dummy energy. Also, I don't think this guy is pure evil. I think this guy had decent motivations. He was, you know, he was really, he was never... How do I say this? He was always treated really poorly by his heroes, and his heroes' poor treatment of him as someone who idolized them drove him to want to be a, I guess originally a better version of them. Although he is a villain, he is technically a genius. He's a weird genius with big dummy energy. You know, honestly, he's like a super like just dead center, right? Because he is technically a genius, but he's got big dummy energy. And he's not pure evil because his motivations were pretty pure, and but he definitely doesn't have a heart of gold because his methodology is pretty terrible. Not good guy, but he's bad guy, but like he knew what he was doing. If he's super, then no one is good. He's good. That's why, yeah, I can't put him in the pure evil. But his methodology is pretty bad because he's murdering superheroes and like fathers and mothers and children and stuff. Gaston is pure evil. I'm saying he's a douche. You know what, Mag? I think maybe you need to get better at clarifying your arguments, huh? Syndrome massacred superheroes just so he could be the only one. He's murdered countless heroes, but for good reason. You know, he truly believed the world would be better without them and that they were bad people. Party appealing a decision or judgment to a higher court appealee. The party against whom an appeal is taken. Why are you typing that into chat, Kane? All you wanted was to be a superhero, and for everyone to be a superhero, is that so bad? Bro, people are split over Syndrome. Syndrome is a divisive arguing point. Ken, why are you giving us legal definitions in the chat? Please stop. Please join me. Drink my fruity punch. Somebody join Trevor on his raid. He needs help on his raid, apparently. Chat, I'm gonna be honest, at the end of the day, I could really care less about this particular ranking. That's a false dichotomy. Okay, Kane. And throw out those $3 words, bud. The villain from Frozen? Pretty damn evil. Not that smart. Kind of just more of a dick than evil. Put it like down like here-ish. You know, I think you need to be maybe more evil. You did try to incite a race war. I think like this-ish. This snake had big dummy energy and was pretty evil. Here-ish? Who else? You're like up here somewhere. I don't remember too much about Maleficent, but I remember being very smart and very evil. All the best Disney villains are like landing in here. Except for Yzma. Yzma's great. And Hades and Hook. Okay, that's a total lie. Who else is in here? You know, this guy was a dick, but was he that evil? What did he do? Did he try and he was gonna cut down the rainforest? That's pretty evil. And he got defeated by a bunch of gorillas? That's not super smart. Getting defeated by a bunch of talking animals is not the smartest thing. Care less, meaning that you do care? Exactly. I could care less, but I could also care more. It's both. I love it when people in chat hold you accountable for common missayings that like hundreds of thousands of people use on a daily basis. Kane! Love you too, chat. Sid from Toy Story wasn't really that bad either. He didn't even realize that he was setting toy. Yeah, dude. Eve sent wow, just wow. And he like, you know, I think he became a decently well-adjusted adult. I mean, he was dumb. He's not dumb. He was dumb, but not like dumb. Maybe like dumb, but not like dumb. The dumb. Yeah, you don't think he was really that evil? Yeah, I mean, he didn't know he was doing anything wrong. And I think he really got scared straight by all those toys. I'm gonna put him like here-ish, you know? Who else is out there? I don't think this guy was evil at all, really. This is the guy from Lilo and Stitch. He was just doing his job, man. And his job was to catch dangerous, convicted criminals and their war crimes. Like, sure, we learned that Stitch has a heart of gold in the end and everything works out fine. But to be fair, when he was hunting Stitch, Stitch was created as what was essentially a genetic war crime. I think, if anything, that makes him the highest on the Heart of Gold tier list we've had yet. And I think he's decently competent. I think he's a smart guy. I would hold those people accountable too. Nice. Eve sent wow, just wow. What? You making fun of the way I pronounce words? How dare you? So he was homosexual before? That's not funny, King. Scared straight is often used in basic terminology for such prison programs that scare at-risk youth who already have a criminal record and are often in the juvenile detention system into acting straight and narrow, morally speaking. And the Scared Straight is a very commonly used program name. Kane, if you're gonna be contrarian, at least try not to come off looking like an idiot by the end of it. I mean, that's just general advice to you. I mean, do you, I guess, but that'd be my advice. Love you, Kane. I'm still better at Isaac than you. You know, that looks bad when you do that without the other half of the heart. It should not be lazy and do only half of the heart. He wants gorillas to sell them on the black market. He kills Tarzan's father and tries to kill Tarzan. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to go a little further over. I don't think he was that smart either. I mean, I don't think he was dumb. Maybe she should go lower, and he should go here. He should go here. If he goes here, he's not that smart. This. I think all three of these villains are kind of coexisting in the same space. He goes here. I think maybe she's a little smarter than I'm giving her credit for. It's funny to me, it's a joke exploiting the difference between possible meanings of a word and the fact that they're a word. God, Kane. Slap Streamlabs. Can you like exclamation mark slaps Kane? Sid is like the Kid Barry on Beyond Scared Straight. I don't know what Beyond Scared Straight is or who the Kid Barry is. Oh my god, Geronis has 6,800 points! Geronis is 68.5% of the way to being able to redeem EndMe. Where do you rank on this? Big dummies. You're probably like right here. Right between evil and good, but all the way at the bottom of big dummies, Kane. That's where you go. That's where all the chat goes. Neutrally split between good and evil, coexisting at both extremes simultaneously, but always existing at big dummies. Just kidding. Max smart. Trevor seems pretty smart. Kane definitely tries to sound smart. The rest of you though, big dummies. Now Geronis is great too, because Geronis is great. Geronis has a heart of gold and he's a super genius because he's donated me money. The rest of you, if you weren't mentioned, just assume you're in the big dummy category. I believe you get points for donating. Also, he's like been watching streams non-stop for like 2 weeks. Quote 9, Pop-Tarts are the Imagine Dragons of food. Yeah, hey, can one of my mods, did we add that quote? Can we get that quote added if we don't? Can we get the add quote? Damn, I can't remember what I said. Who did I say was the Seth Rogen? Oh yeah, Woodstock is the Seth Rogen. Woodstock is just like Seth Rogen and Shaggy is just a Shaggy. Alright, who else do we have on this list that we know? This guy was from Pocahontas. I don't really remember much about him, but he looks pretty evil. I gotta remember him being kind of a big, dumb jackass. Which would put him about in this ranked category. Is that Cinderella's stepmom? Yes. Not that smart, I feel like. Very evil. Child abuse is incredibly evil. Nah, fine. Child abuse is incredibly evil. It's maybe not as evil as starting a race war, causing extinction of a large series of animals, leading a war, leading a genocide. Probably need to move this back. This guy wanted to overthrow the government. That's pretty damn evil too. Shaggy in Britain. Gonna test all that. So yeah. It's Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword had great music and great visuals, and the late game was really great too. Which just getting to that point was a pain. This guy, big dummy energy for sure. Definitely can't say he has a heart of gold. He's just kind of a dick. He's like a dick, but he's like not as evil as some of these guys. I mean, what did he really want that was so bad? A promotion? And he was willing to like strand some people in another dimension to get it? Pretty bad. Admittedly, not saying it's good, but just saying it's not quite as bad as child murder, child abuse, genocide, starting a race war. Relatively speaking on the scales, it's kind of a white-collar crime. Pocahontas is a cutie, for sure. Did put Frollo on there yet? BRB. Which one's Frollo? Who the hell's Frollo? Who else is on here that I know? This is the dude from Hunchback from Notre Dame. The tiger in the center of the grid also. He wasn't that evil, right? Like, he's not really evil, I thought. Do this. The purple guy from Monsters Inc. Yeah. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember his name. He's a genius and pure evil. He's the most evil villain ever. I'm surprised Disney made him a character. Who are you talking about? The purple guy from Monsters Inc.? Do I not remember Monsters Inc. correctly? You put Giovanni from Pokemon on here? I mean, he's gotta be, well, it's conflicting, right? You want to put him high on the genius list because he operated an incredibly successful mafia organization. But then you want to put him on the big dummy list because he got defeated by an 8-year-old. As far as pure evil goes, I'd put him middling. He's pretty evil, but he's definitely not the worst. He's not murdering the Pokemon. Tiger's not evil, more dumb? That's what I thought. Maybe move him back and like down here a little bit. All right, we're running out of characters I know. This is the guy from Fox and the Hound. What did he do? I don't remember. And this is the guy from Up, right? I don't even remember Up having a villain. I remember the guy being like a disappointment, but I don't remember him being like a villain. Boogie is not that evil, I feel like. Right? Was Boogie that evil? Or maybe I'm just thinking Jack Skeleton wasn't that evil. This guy's name was Boogie, right? Yeah. How did Boogie die? What does Boogie represent? Oogie? Oh, it's Oogie Boogie. Ripping off part of his burlap, revealing the bugs. However, he was revived by Locke, Shock, and Barrel, and Oogie's revenge, so Oogie will be the king of the 7 holidays. Of the dump, Jack's up. No, maybe he was more evil than I remember. I just don't remember too much about this movie. Frollo needs to be way hider? No, dude. Frollo is the dude from Hunchback. Okay. Okay. I don't remember what he did, chat. You're gonna have to refresh my memory. The way people pronounce Notre Dame really triggers me. Notre Dame. Oh, you going to the Notre Dame game this weekend? I need a refresher on some of these villains. We're really running out of villains that I like recognize and want to rank. Those guys, I think, smarter and more evil. I think he's in this category of like evil stepmoms and stuff. He's kind of in this conglomerate that's going on right here. Also, think I was a genius inventor who tried to kill people. This guy, the purple guy? I'm sorry, but like killing people to get ahead in your career is evil. Again, it's not, you know, like we're saying he's a good guy. Just saying there's a lot more evil stuff going on this list, like literal genocide, extermination of species, deforestation, murdering 101 dogs. All right, I'm just, you know, 101 Dalmatians or murder a couple of people to get a promotion. I mean, both are bad, but one seems worse than the other. It's the weirdest orgy ever? Okay. Frollo's probably the first incel on the big screen who tried to... Okay. Clearly, I do not remember the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Alright, I'm done with this. I am super done with this. Super duper done with this for sure. Chat, I'm gonna put it in the Discord if you want to make your own. I've never been like a huge Disney and Pixar person. I've enjoyed their movies. I watch like most of them once. I don't watch most of them after the first time. Bach? Johann Sebastian Bach? Almost drowned a baby, burnt out someone's house. Oh my god, May Elmer's Miriam or... Hey, wow, yeah, I did not remember them being that bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty evil, dude. That's pretty evil. That's a lot of evil. Ugh. Nothing wrong with being an incel? I mean, yeah. In and of itself, technically, I guess no. But like the reasoning for why you are an incel almost certainly probably makes you a bad person. Need to watch. I mean, I need to watch it again. I haven't watched it since I was probably like, I don't know, 8 years old or something. It's been a long time. Oh my god, chat. Alright, chat. I think I'm gonna call it there. That's 3 hours of ranking movies. I think I'm gonna call it there. I think I want to maybe try to go do something with a friend tonight before I possibly get sucked into working for the next 3 days. I wanted to stream and I wanted to maybe hang out with some people. You gotta remember, chat, because if I do work the next 3 days, that means it's my last day off for a while. I'll be working like non-stop for 3 straight days. I will be back Saturday, probably doing Binding of Isaac. If I have any time and the energy to go along with that time, I'm gonna definitely stream at least maybe a little bit of Isaac if I can, but I can't promise it. I can't promise you what time it would be. I can't make any promises of that nature. Missed most of the stream. Where were the other tier list and rankings? They're all in Discord. I don't know if you're still having problems with Discord, Mac. If you can find a way to log into Discord, I post all of them. There was an anime one that you probably shouldn't look at because I rated JoJo pretty low, because I only seen 2 seasons, but I hear it's better in the later seasons. I'd like to watch the later seasons if they get on Netflix, but I'm not going out of my way to watch them. Before I left, I think I heard Aaron call me a genius. While I disagree with that, I will say I always have some kind of plan or ulterior motive that nobody knows about, and now is no exception. Everybody will find out in time. I feel like your plan is to redeem EndMe. That seems like what your plan is. Thanks for the 12 likes, chat. Thanks for the $2 worth of donos. Thanks for just being awesome. Thanks for being a really fun conversation piece. Chat, I love that, you know, we can have streams like this where essentially we're just arguing with each other. And it gets a little heated, but in a fun way, you know. We get passionate, but we keep it grounded. You know, I always love having good arguments with you, Mac, and everybody else, and Kane. You know, and I hope that you guys know that it's all just in good fun, because I enjoy it a lot. You know, we like to build it up for humor, but it's always just in good faith, man. I'm never like, you know, I'm never like actually mad or anything. I just really, I enjoy the spirit of debate with chat, especially on these Tier List Tuesday. That's what makes the Tier List Tuesdays so great, is that spirit of debate that like Mac and Kane and everybody else bring to the table. So it really makes for a better stream. You guys make an awesome stream. Also, this is my highest watch time ever for a month, and it's February. We're only 25 days into this month. This is the most heavily watched month ever. We're at 550 hours of total cumulative watch time since February 1st. So thank you so much, chat, for being amazing. I can't wait to stream again, but I will have to a little bit, but I'll be back Saturday. If I can't stream at all over the next 3 days, I'm gonna probably try to stream Saturday and Sunday. But we'll see how my schedule works out. You know, we'll see how it works out, chat. Love you guys. I will catch you guys Saturday at the latest. And I hope you guys have a great couple of days. Peace out, man.